Are you ready to take your finances to the next level? Are you ready to learn what's not taught in schools regarding building generational wealth? If your answer is yes, welcome to the conversation. Let's talk income shifting. Let's talk cash flow management. Let's talk improving your credit score. Let's talk investing. Let's talk finance with Melissa and Tony.
Hey,
Yeah,
we bike.
we back. Girl, I've been on it all day for the last couple of days, man. I'm so excited about this thing. Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me.
I'm already sick of it.
Melissa, last night I had numbers dancing around in my head. I ain't gonna lie. Numbers were dancing around my head. 10 to win, 100, 1,000. I'm thinking 10, 15,000. I see it. The vision is clear and I'm ready. I know what to do now.
I can't hit a social media link without seeing your face somewhere talking about business, and I ain't mad at you for it. I ain't mad at you, but
yeah, I was doing a little cooning earlier today. It wasn't all about business. I was doing some videos and exciting, trying to motivate some people out there. Because I'm telling y'all, at 51 years old, been working on my job too long, and I can see getting money as an issue out of the way. I know I can do it. We can do it. It's time. Let's share what we got, Melissa. It's about to go down tonight. The promo is going down tonight.
Well, we're waiting on our special guest, but I think she might have got tied up with work because she was saying we were gonna try for 6. So, Deanna, if you hear this, I text you the link. Feel free to jump on whenever. And if you don't get a chance to, that's cool. I understand because I know you're getting off work and stuff. But we had a fantabulous discussion with Miss Demetria Lit all day this morning. Or it wasn't really morning. What was it, about 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
It's about 1 o'clock. Hey, Diamond Forever. Diamond Forever was in Demetria's chat this morning. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us. If y'all have any questions left over from this morning, or I don't want to say morning, but if anybody got questions that was in the live stream earlier that you didn't get answered then, please feel free to drop them in the chat now. Our newest business partner is Miss Demetria Lit all day. So welcome. Demetria, I'm going to tell you something. I can tell by the way Demetria was taking them notes. She ready. She's going to take advantage of everything we talked about. She's going to be right here and we're going to be asking her, can you give us some tips?
Hey, I'm glad you said that. Yesterday, the co-founder of My Econ talked about how people can rank up to the top of our compensation plan in one day. With our business being so low at $1, when you get enough people in, the company is going to automatically promote you to the next level. We're talking $1,500 to $2,000 a month residual income off a $1 membership. So y'all just think about that. The promo ain't over. It'll end tomorrow, but you could get 10 or 15, 20 people in within the next hour or two, and then you can actually get promoted.
All right. Diamond Forever says she is going to take advantage of the promo. Girl, come through. I haven't talked to Demetria to get her link, but I would encourage you to sign up with Demetria since you heard about the promo in her chat, or you can sign up with us. Did I even put I think I got I think I have my link in the drop down. If not, I can always put it in here. Or Demetra, if you're listening and you set up your link, let me know and I'll put it in the chat. And that way Diamond Forever can, follow to you. But yeah, do you have any questions for us, Diamond? We can always drop the link if you wanted to come up and ask some questions, since we don't have Deanna here yet. But you know what, Tony? It's hard for me to wrap my head around that kind of money, because I have never really been one that's about recruiting and building a team. Yeah. And I think it was more so because I was looking at it like, I don't want to be bothering nobody to sell nothing, So my thing has always been, I enjoy the teaching part of it, being able to share the information, especially like I was saying earlier, YouTube. It's so many YouTubers out there that already have a popping channel. They getting AdSense checks, so they already have that part of the formula down. But how much money are they missing on the back end? Now, I believe a lot of people already are on top of it, because I see a lot of things, and the way people move on YouTube, I'm like, they doing this as a business. You can tell, because a lot of times, now I hang out over in the beach sector. I know you don't know nothing about that, but that's where I choose to go and get my entertainment. I ain't messy like that, but I like to listen. So that's how I met Demetra. You remember Brianna had us on her panel back here a couple of years ago. Lady Nika, remember, she was shouting out. She helped us do the drive to build your page up, and we got the like. So this beach sector area has been good to me. I recently signed up on Facebook with BS Icon's business page, right? Because she's promoting businesses over there. Right. And so this area has been really a blessing to me. Now, I have memberships over here too. So, it's a good thing to know that, the support is mutual. So I appreciate that. Let me see. Diamond said, you and Tony gave a lot of information before we got cut off. You offered something for everyone. Well, thank you. That's the whole point. Like I was saying this morning, when I talked to Tony about it, when I was trying to figure out what he had going on, my biggest problem was taxes. Taxes was eating me up, because now I've always done pretty well as far as a job, but even if you're making 6 figures over here, if you don't manage 6 figures correctly, you might as well be making 3 figures. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you make; it's about how much you keep. And if you don't have the appropriate financial background, and let's be honest, I don't know about y'all, but me and Tony, we from Portland, Alabama. We from an area, kind of rural country, you know what I mean? People grow up saying, go to school, get a job. A lot of people go off and do secondary education. Some people don't. But the blessing has been that this area has a big industrial area, so you don't have to have a college degree to still be able to get a good job. But my whole point in bringing all that up is, a lot of times, and I don't want to, point nobody out specifically, but other people from other backgrounds are always raised being taught from the jump how to build generational wealth. Our folks, we came about it a different way. I mean, I don't know about Tony, but my mom and dad both at one point was picking cotton, Now they came far from it, but at the same time, they didn't have no Yale or Harvard degree to give me all of this sound financial advice. They told me, go to school, make good grades, go to college, get a good job. Don't be calling off all the time. Go to work. Don't get fired. So, it's like we're playing catch up. So that's why when I found out this information, my biggest thing was, I wish everybody at least knew it. I mean, it's one thing if you don't do something because you didn't know. And the way Tony and I do it, we try to make sure everybody knows, so that way, even if you don't want to do it, you can't say it's because you didn't know this was out here. So I've had a YouTube page for years now, and I don't have no big following like that. Now I have a lot of subscribers, but I don't have a lot of people that come, when I go live. And I think it's because, I fall off in a minute. I'm good at starting some. Me and Tony Bo, we've been doing these Tuesday and Thursdays. We started back in 2020. We ain't did it consistently no more than maybe, what was our longest run for consistent? Maybe about 3 months.
Yeah, about 3 months.
Yeah, because life happens. Either school starts or school get out. Overtime might kick in. Something always happens that you may not always be able to be consistent. But either way, when we found out that they were doing this promo and people can get started for 95 cents, I was like, you know what, it's time to get over not wanting to bother people, not wanting to build a team. People need to know this, and they need to know they can do it for 95 cents. And I think a lot of y'all asked this morning, was there a contract? There's no contract. If this is a 95 cents, will get you started for the first 30 days. After that, there's a monthly fee to keep your website and your training materials and all that comes out to $39.95. That amount is tax deductible, so you will be putting that into your cash flow manager, which is tracking all of your business expenses. When you get ready to file your taxes at the end of the year, you print out the information from that cash flow manager, forward that to your tax person, and you done. That's it. So, what you got, Tony?
I think a lot of people do miss that your network can be your net worth. Like Melissa was saying that, YouTube, you guys have a lot of followers. You guys have people that follow your channel. And when you can provide some quality products and information that can help them grow, then we all get blessed. I think that people miss the understanding of group economics. It's like when you can build a network of people that understands wealth, and here let's help. I'm trying to help y'all understand that building wealth is subject specific. I hear this a lot when I join. Subject specific. That means that you can be a doctor or a lawyer and make good money, but if you don't have the financial background behind it, you're just like the janitor. Like you can make money, but you can also lose money fast as you make it. So there are strategic ways to build and keep wealth, even with a little bit of money. The thing about this, if you can't manage a little money, you can't manage a lot. The curse of the lottery is a prime example how someone can get a boatload of money dumped in their lap, and the next year or two is gone. It's like if you don't have the understanding of how money works and how to keep it, you will lose it. So I think our business is good.
It's like a lot of those athletes too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I know that our business is teaching us how to maneuver and understand. So you mess around and give me $1,500 to $2,000 a month in this business, I'm going to show you a millionaire, right? Because I know about investing now. I know how to pay off debt so I can have more money coming in and continue to share our business with other people, because we didn't know about W-4s. We didn't know about deductions, but now we do, because we are connected with multi-million-dollar mentors that's shaping and molding us and helping us understand that we too can become wealthy.
Right, because I shouldn't have no done before. What I always heard was, they give you that little paper when you get ready to start your job, and usually somebody from HR that's giving it to you. And there's a couple of times I done asked, well, what should I put down? And the famous question, how many kids you got?
Right.
And like I said, I'm a late bloomer. I ain't had kids till I was 36. I had my first and only child at 10 days before I turned 36. So imagine me going through life. I ain't own no property because I was renting, and I didn't have any kids. I'm making a good salary, but I don't have anything to write off. I don't have no earned. What is it? Is it earned income credit, the one you get with the kids?
Right.
I get them mixed up because for so long, and then I used to be around here, like all of the people that I was close to that had kids, they would be around here at tax time like they didn't hit the lottery. You know what I mean? They balling out all this, and I'm sitting here like, damn. If I didn't owe, I guarantee you I ain't get over $200 back. And my thing at one point was, I don't even want to get nothing back. Just don't make me have to pay y'all back.
Right,
you know what I mean? Because it's just almost saying like, it was like, it ain't fair. I get out here, I pay my taxes, I go to work, I do everything I'm supposed to do, and y'all still want money back from me, but I don't understand how it works.
Yeah. Hey, this is good, Melissa. Hey, we're on this live right now, so if anybody got questions out there, I can kind of watch my live, and we'll answer any question because the promo ends tonight. You guys still have time to get in for the 95 cents, so we want to make sure we answer any questions. Somebody may be straddling the fence about what we do and how all of this stuff work, man. Now is the time to answer. We'll answer any question you guys have.
Right. And then, as far as the recruiting goes, don't feel like one of the things that I had to learn when I first started, I can't judge my success based on how many people want to come into the business with me. And that's what a lot of people will do and get discouraged because they feel like, damn, paying this $39 every month. I done reached out to people. Don't nobody want to join the business. I ain't good at this. And I think I'm going to quit. Oh, Diamond Forever said, all mine have left the nest, so I have nothing wrong. Girl, yours and left the nest, you don't have nothing to write off. You right where I was before I had mine. So this is the right place for you.
Right.
But what was I saying for this?
Oh, you talking about how people feel like the business is not benefiting them? Yeah.
Y'all, I'll be 50 next year, so I had them senior moment. And thank you for sharing us out, Diamonds Forever. A lot of people feel that way because they feel like, well, I'm not being successful. I think I went over it this morning and I mentioned it's only 2 things that you need to do to have a valid business. And that is 1, attempt to make a profit. And every time I click the live button, every time I share a Facebook post, a TikTok, every time I go out and pass out a business card, I am attempting to make a profit. Nowhere in there does it say I have to make one. I have to attempt. So I'm always attempting because if you're not attempting to make a profit, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. You're just doing something you enjoy for the fun of it, whether you have fun with it or not. That's how the IRS is going to look at it because you're not attempting to make a profit. Second thing, you have to keep good records. Now, I know a lot of people, and I think I even saw this comment earlier today, talking about LLCs and business accounts and all that stuff. So, if you want to do an LLC, that's fine. But let me tell you, I have been doing this business for 8 years. And do you know what I use for my EIN and my business number? My social security number. Because the Uncle Sam said that's all I need. As long as I have a social security number that I can use, I fill out my W-9. I get a 1099 when I make a little money to do 1099. And I have never had any issues. Now, Tony has multiple businesses, and I think you've mentioned that you've had to deal with an audit before. I've never been audited because my main concern when I signed up was, Tony, I ain't trying to go to jail. I do not want to go to jail. So if this is some illegal stuff, go on, tell me now, because ain't no use me sitting down there at Junior Tuck while I'm dehydrated.
Let's clear the air. The reason why I'm confident that we don't go to jail is because the company has invested millions of dollars to create this website. Not to mention, they've been around for 18 years in the business. We always use IRS compliance. That means everything that we're teaching and everything we're learning, you can go straight to the IRS codes and pull it up yourself. Publication 15 talks about how you can hire your child. Publication 463 talks about entertainment and meals and stuff that you can write off. So the thing about our business is they make sure that they're doing business the right way. That's why they have an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. So I can tell you now, coming into this business with us, they're doing business the right way and everybody's legal. Nobody's going to jail.
Right. Hey, Vanessa Singleton. Vanessa came in for her amen on it. She said, that's right. She's one of our business associates that I had met her before June, but back in June, we had our big meeting in Atlanta and Vanessa was there. And, you know, I love for people from Baltimore to say Baltimore. So I was harassing her. But anyway, yeah, we do everything by the book. I am a by the book person because I already know. Hey, Pandy making money move. That's our other partner. Now Pandy was over with us when we were on Brianna Simone's page. She saw our presentation and she signed up that same day. Well, no, she actually she had to chase me down because I didn't put my email address on there. And so she signed up, and the first thing she said was, I'm going to make this credit thing work. Next thing I know, Panda was telling me her score had went up. Now, I don't like we said before, we don't get involved with any personal information. And I know there's always a big concern, especially in this sector over here, or the B sector, because of doxing, Tony, you don't know, because I know you don't hang out over here. But that's like when people get people's personal information and they share it out. And it's a valid concern because you have people in this world that are not honest and will do dishonest things. But what I try to let people know is we don't have access to that. The only way I know that Demetri signed up today is because I got an email telling me I have a new recruit. It didn't give me any of her personal information outside of her name. I don't have her phone. I don't have anything personal. She will never have to show me anything dealing with a W-4 or we don't get into that. Tony being my business partner for 8 years, he has never seen how much money I make. He ain't never even asked. Why you ain't concerned about how much money I make? And you
you ain't giving me none of it, it don't bother me at all.
You're supposed to be investigating, trying to figure out how you can help me come up here. But yeah, truthfully, y'all, we don't do that. The whole purpose of us, like he said earlier, we are referral agents. And I like looking at it that way because I don't sell stuff. I ain't never been one to like to sell stuff. I'm one of the people when my child do a fundraiser, I'm like, let me just write a check. I ain't finna be calling everybody trying to get them to buy no candy, no cake, no candles, no wrapping paper. I just got that's how much I do not want to sell. But with this business, it doesn't feel like sales. I get on here, whether it's online or in person, I give my testimony. I tell how much my credit score has improved since I started this business. When I started, I want to say my credit was probably around 700. My high point was a couple years ago when it was 837. Since then, I don't have any installment debt. So it went down a little bit, but it's still in the 800s. I've been able to pay off all of my debt, credit card debt. Of course, once you pay it off, you use them credit cards again. So, but the point is, I know how to keep them down. I know that if I pay the whole thing off by the end of the month, I'm not gonna have any interest charges. I also know, and this is all stuff I've learned from the business. If I pay that stuff off, I don't have any interest charges. If I get a credit card that works on the point system, go ahead and buy your groceries, whatever stuff you was gonna buy with cash anyway, with that card. Then when you pay that card off at the end of the month, you really only spent what you were gonna spend cash. But the good part is you earn points. I've earned points to the point that, like, a lot of times when I go on Amazon, because the way that particular card is set up, when I go on Amazon, they'll tell me you have so many dollars worth of reward points. So if I'm going on there to order something that costs $20, and I got $80 worth of points in there. I'm not spending no money. Those points just came from me, using my money to make a little money. And that's something else that we try to tell people all the time. A lot of people stress multiple streams of income. But I think people sometimes get multiple streams mixed up with having multiple jobs. It's not the same thing. You can have a stream of income, like I just mentioned. That was a come up. If I use that card, the same $100 I was going to use my debit card and get groceries with, I use my my credit card. And because I spent $100 on that credit card, they gave me, let's say, I'm just going to throw out there, they gave me $10 worth of points I can use on Amazon. Well, when I get paid when I get ready to pay it off, I ain't got no interest, so I ain't lost no money. And then when I really go buy something on Amazon, I picked up $10 just for using the card. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's all about mindset. That's the hardest thing to change. Tell them, Tony, when we first get in here, the first thing that they focused on was, if you want to shift your income, you got to shift your mindset. If you think like a W-2 employee that's working for somebody, that's what you will always be.
That's right.
If you think like a business owner,
right.
That's what you do.
Well, walk them through what you get for 95 cents in the first step. We got to give them. I think in our business we have to add value.
I talk to them. You walk them through.
Yeah, so we have to add value for 95 cents, for under $1. You actually become a business owner. We give you all the tools to operate as a business. In the government's eyesight, you are now on the other winning side of the tax system, right? That means you're getting money for credit. You're getting credit for money that you're already spending. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has internet. Everybody's driving their vehicles and taking vacations and eating out and all of that stuff. All of these things become a tax-deductible expense as a business owner. Now, how we work out, the first step is to help people properly adjust the W-4. That means you're going to get a huge pay raise on your job. By you becoming a business owner, the government is going to give you some of your money back so you can operate successfully as a business owner. Did you not know that just because you have a job, you're losing a third of your income to taxes? That's the first thing we do. We educate people on how to properly adjust the W-4 so they can give themselves a raise, right? This one we say your business is actually free because you're already losing thousands of dollars. Go ahead.
Let me pause you for a minute. Diamond's favorite, she was asking, what do I need to do to sign up Demetria? Since she's not here, what I would do is message her on Instagram, because that's the only contact I have for her. So I will message her on Instagram, and if she gets back to me, but I mean, as long we're not it's not over until midnight. So, but I'm going to send her a IG right now. So go back, Tom. You can go back. Just wanted to get that out. I had an overflow moment.
That's okay. So we're going to show people how to get cash flow positive when they first step into this business. Like tonight, the videos are inside of your membership. This is what's so cool. You got block of instructions that you can walk through on your own time. Now, if you get hung up, of course, you got me, Melissa, and several other top producers and teachers inside of the business. You got access to them. Look, listen, y'all. Imagine having a multi-million-dollar earner showing you how to improve your cash flow. That's powerful. You're not on your own. I'm telling y'all, this business is worth it.
You bought?
Huh?
Okay, you bet. You had zoned out on them.
Okay. But yeah, this business is worth the investment. I don't care if it's $200 or $500. You can actually gain a lot of knowledge, in which that knowledge can turn into more money and more cash flow for you if you understand how to follow instructions. That's what our business is about, is giving you the tools to become successful and wealthy as a business owner, getting on the right side of the tax system. All right, Melissa, I'm done.
Okay, I'm responding. I can't do two things at one time sometimes.
Okay.
Can't stop is a new subject. Thank you for subbing. son to Tony Clopton as well. He's the Tony Clopton show. Me and him, we, freaking frat. So we come as a set, pretty much. But anyway, she's asking me how to sign up. I am going to put my link down here. And all you have to do, and she said, what is the total price? And also she said she got sent over from Lady Nika and Demetri lived all day. So thank you anybody who was referred over. And if y'all are up in the clouds, Lady Nika and Demetri, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Okay, so the total price is 95 cents if you sign up today to get started. 95 cents, period. Okay, that 95 cents pays for the first 30 days. And I like to think of it like this. For 30 days, you got access to everything that everybody in our business has access to. The credit repair, the cash flow manager, cash flow strategist, whatever else what else am I missing?
The debt elimination software, you get access to the products inside of the business, and you can also build a team within those 30 days. And that's where the real money is, if you ask me. But to actually get the instructions on how to properly adjust your W-4, the credit repair system, the debt elimination software, well worth the money.
Okay, so you're going to have access to all of that for 30 days. It's sort of like if you was looking to buy a car and they tell you, okay, we're going to let you take it home for 30 days. You can kick the tires, as long as you don't wreck it. You can drive it as fast as it'll go. See how you think the gas mileage do. So for 30 days, you have access to all of that. After the first 30 days, if you decide that you want to continue and stay with the business, then it's going to be a fee of $39.95 a month. Oh, and Vanessa just reminded me about the travel. We also have a travel product. Now, if you want to do the travel, what is it, an additional $11?
$11, yeah.
It's an additional $11, but that's not required. You don't have to get the travel business. But the travel, Tony can speak more to that because him and his wife stay gone somewhere on the trip. I don't travel as much, but I will say this. I have the travel, and whenever family members need to book hotels or flights or whatever, I can use my travel business and help them and get points for it. So for $39.95 every month, you will have access to everything except the travel. If you want to add the travel, that's $11. There's no contract. You can quit at any time. The back office, are you on your laptop? Can you?
Yes.
If you need to, can you pull up the back office just to kind of let them see what it looks like? Yeah, this is a professional business. And the reason why we say that it can go with any other business, even if you already have business, we have people like Pandy who does paparazzi. She also does CTFO. So along with this business, she can use the same information for those. She can use the same cash flow manager to track expenses for those. We have an automated marketing system that comes with our business. If you are in the type of business where you got to get the word out, it may not be good for somebody who does things locally. Like we were talking to Brent the other night, and I was asking him, does he use the online marketing system? Well, for him, since he's doing yard, lawn care, it wouldn't really be a benefit of him to have somebody in Hawaii have access to his business to advertise, because for something like that, it's local. But if you have a business like paparazzi, with where you're selling the jewelry and everything, and it's basically, because this business is pretty much technology driven. I do everything, which is why I write off the bill every month from my cell phone. My videos, anything I need to track. When I put my mileage in, I take my pictures of my receipt. It comes with the cash flow manager program. All of that is included. So, and the best part about it is I can take my business with me everywhere I go. Now, if my business was a daycare, it can be a home business, but I can't be taking folks' children across the United States with a daycare. With this business, I don't have any overhead. The products that we do have is sort of like with Amazon, like if somebody wants to order, say, some of our nutritional products, or we still have the hand sanitizer, we do the coffees, we have rose, for people who are more into that type of thing. That ain't who I am. But if you want to do that, you don't have to store the stuff at your house, because they can order from the website and you'll still get the credit for it. So it's not like having overhead. And the other point is, since you're working out of your home, and your home is your office, a lot of the home expenses that you were going to have to pay anyway, I was going to have to pay Verizon and cell phone bill, whether I had a business or not. The fact that I have a business means that when I pay Verizon, 85% of that I'm going to get back. Now, I used to have a home phone and a cell phone. And in that case, if you have a home and a cell, they will let you write off 100% of your cell phone. Well, now I let my home phone go. So it's only 85%, but still, I ain't got no home phone bill no more either. So either way, I'm still winning. Other thing, like internet. I mean, most people have to pay for the internet. With this, internet is 100% deductible, because it's a digital business. So you can't do your business if you don't have the internet. So Uncle Sam understands that. That's the whole purpose. The mindset is, you got to think of everything as a business, because that is how you get your money back and you keep your money where you are. And we always say it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep.
Okay, hey Melissa, I got it up. Can you got access to pull it up?
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Tony gonna let us see let y'all see what we working with. We ain't shabby now. We was a little ghetto last night when we were doing the thing. He was holding up the phone. But hey, by any means necessary, baby. My mouth be crazy. Let me shake it up. Try to get it to do. Oh, I probably just hit it on the mouth. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that is what our back office looks like when we log in. Tony, since you got the thing pulled up, you want to kind of walk them through it?
Yeah, sure. So as y'all can see right here where it says correct form W-4, this is where if somebody has a job, we show them how to properly adjust the W-4 as a business owner. So a lot of people are losing 200, 500 to even 1,000 if their husband and wife is working, and you can actually get that money back in your paycheck on your next pay cycle. So this is the instructions here. Right here is what the travel membership is. Now, you'll have a lock on it, but once you go in and add the travel membership on, if you decide to do it for $11, like tonight, if you wanted to join, you can pay $11 plus the 95 cents. So you can actually pay $11.95 at enrollment and checkout, and you'll actually have the travel membership added on as a bonus. Now here, the My Credit system, it comes with a full block of instructions. I just want to let you guys see how this thing looks. It gives you a little quick introductory right here in My Credit system. Let me scroll down. Step 1, pull your credit report. Step 2, freeze secondary bureau. See, people don't know about that. Once you freeze your credit, people can't go in and look and see what's going on because you done made those steps. Look at this, y'all. Download. Look at the letters, the stuff that you can download. It's going to walk you through everything you need to fix your own credit. Look at that, y'all. We got it up.
Oh, now wait a minute now. I'm not seeing it. It's still on the first page.
Okay. I'm strolling down. Maybe it won't allow me to do that.
Oh, okay. Okay, because we still looking at the back when you first logged on.
So that's not gonna work.
I wonder if I need to let me see. Do I need to do something so you can do that? Now me and this darn computer now.
Well, let me see.
I'm gonna remove it and then I'll put it back and see if it's still on the same thing. Okay, there you go.
It changed.
Yeah,
Okay.
you scroll down.
Okay. Step 1, right there, pull your credit report. Step 2, see everything that we have, everything that you need to fix your own credit. All you got to do is just click that button right there, and it's going to walk you through it. Look at that, 3 minutes on that one. Start the dispute process. Look at that, 6 minutes on that one. Right. It's going to tell you everything you need to do. It even have letters that you can, down here at the bottom, those are the dispute letters. All you can do is auto-populate your information and send the letters off. We got it all. Now, Melissa, I don't know how to get out of here, so.
Okay. Okay.
I know I'm going to mess it up.
All right.
Oh,
and see, the great thing about this, y'all, is if you pay somebody to, and we talked about this a little bit this morning, if you pay somebody to, fix your credit, there's only so much they can do. They can only do the part that involves the letters, the disputes, and all that other stuff. Like I was saying earlier, I always thought the only thing you needed to do to have good credit was pay bills on time and don't be late. Well, it's actually 5 things that they look at when they're calculating your credit score. If you don't know that, and the person who is, fixing your helping you with your credit doesn't tell you that, okay, let's say they fix it, they get you up 30 points, you were at like 615, now they got you at 645, you close to 700, and you like, okay, I got it from here, I appreciate it. I'm back in the game. Oh, wait a minute, she says I have to leave at 8 p.m. Okay, talk for a minute while I put this in here for Can't Stop, and she said she gotta leave. I'm gonna make sure I put my link in there. And I got the time.
Okay, so like Melissa was talking about is like you can get somebody to fix your credit, but they can only do so much. With this system, it's going to walk you through all the steps. See, we bought the rights from a reputable credit repair company, and they packaged it inside of our membership so you can become the expert. Now, a lot of people go on and learn how to fix credit, and then they can charge whatever they want later on down the road. You can even add that as an arsenal for you. Like, hey, I do credit. I got travel membership, which you can sell. Everything that we have in our membership has a standalone product. That means you can sell it separately. I can sell the credit repair system. I can sell the travel membership. I can sell the cash flow manager. I can sell the credit, the cash flow strategy. So everything that we have inside of our membership, if somebody don't want to become a business owner, and I don't know why they wouldn't, but if they don't, you can just sell them the products that we have. So that's and we got hot trending stuff. So I think in the next, maybe tomorrow, which we have a big super Saturday, they're going to introduce a tax system. That means if somebody needs their taxes done, that we'll be able to offer them as a product, and somebody that understands my econ, they can come in and get their taxes done. And of course, there's referral money that you can get paid for that. Just referring the membership. Okay.
Right. Yeah, so like Tony was saying, I did put my link in. Pandy, I thought Pandy was a moderator. I was gonna say it doesn't have to be my link, Pandy. You could drop yours in there, Tony. You can put your. We are all business partners, so I'm not. Me and Tony had a little rivalry going, where whoever got the 10 first. I'm still sitting here with well, no, I can't say that because I got to mention that. So I got 2.
You got 2. Good for
2
you.
Impossible.
Yeah.
I ain't running the table. I ain't got all the books, but I'm still in it. Cause see, Tony ain't got 10 yet. But truth be told, we work together because when Tony win, when I win, when Pandy win, everybody win. So that's the mentality we got over here. We're not, we are competitive for fun. But it's not I ain't trying to stab him in the back just to get one more 95 cents. I'm going to kill you so I can get 95 cents.
Well, look, Melissa, we got to, a lot of people be wanting to know about The money part. I'm telling y'all, I woke up last night because I watched a presentation last night from one of the co-founders, and he was talking about how you're not the only person building your business. You got other people. We're on a leverage pay system, right? So he was saying how if somebody had 100 people, not just me, Melissa, I'm talking about Pandy, we all, I collectively, we all got 100 people on our team. We're looking at $1,500 to $2,000 a month residual. That means we don't have to do any more work after that. But why stop at 1,500 and you can get to 15,000? So this business is like, it's unlimited income potential because you're not subject to hours. You know what I'm saying? You work on your own time. You use your own talents and your own gifts. If I want to be up to 12 to 1, 2, or 3 o'clock in the morning doing my business, then that's on me. The government can't intervene. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about this business is that you're not limited. They don't put you in a box. That means you can make $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 all on your efforts and your team effort. Right. It's a team business. It's a team sport.
And that's the same way, you know, now, Can't Stop, I did post my link there. And like I said, if you go in and click on that, it should get you started today. Okay, Panda's back. Panda, drop your link in. And if you Can't Stop, if you sign up today and get started, just like us, up until midnight, you can tell as many people and get them in for 95 cents too. I mean, as soon as you become a MyUcon associate, you are subject to all the rights and benefits that the rest of us got. Oh, that's the M. Let me take this. I'm gonna come back, Tom.
Okay, all right. So what Melissa was saying is like once you start this business, you have access to your own personal link. The company is gifting you a full website, right? You got access to all of the products, all of the services, and even the compensation plan. That means if you sign up 15, 20 people tonight, that means you're on your way to the next level in this company. We're talking thousands of dollars. I've seen people that started with me walk away from jobs. That means they've already paid some cars off, some housing, student loan debts, and they're making money outside of a job, making money from home. And that's where I want to be. I want to be able to be at home and do what I want to do and just continue to share this blessing with other people because I know people need this information. This is the information that's not being taught in school. They will teach you to go get a job and work for 40, 50, 60 years of your life. But as a business owner, you can get on the other winning side of the tax system and build a team and get on a leverage pay system. And this is how you win the money game. Ain't nothing wrong with a job. I've been working on mine for 20 plus years, but I can tell you right now, they can probably try to get 10 or 15 more out of me. And I'm at 51 and I don't want to be 75 years old still working. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm telling y'all, this information that we share in this business, the compensation plan, the products and services that we have, second to none. And it's like the co-founders of the company, they understand trends. They say, hey, how can we make this business better? That's why I say they're adding a tax business and they're working out all of the details on it. You can actually get inside this business. The only overhead you have is $39.95 a month, which is a tax deductible expense. You can't beat that, y'all. Not having to worry about a lot of employees, a lot of products and services that's stacking up in the corner. Everything that we do is all digital. I can go online, order me some vitamins. I can go online and order me some hand sanitizer in my back office. And guess what? I get paid off the products that I buy. You know what I'm saying? So when people say this is some type of pyramid scheme, well, I'm going to tell you, if you think it's a pyramid scheme and we're doing business the right way and have been around for 18 plus years and they never missed a pay date, I got paid today. I woke up today and I almost forgot. It was December 1. Every first of the month, a direct deposit will hit your account if you've gotten some people in or you've sold some products. So like I say, our business is a double-sided coin. You can make money off the products that you sell, or you can build a business and allow the system to help build your team. And that's come with using the software, using the automated marketing system. Social media is wide open. Everybody's on all the time. They're watching TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snap. You can just throw your link out there. You never know who's watching, right? Somebody's always watching. And I always say, use what you have. Some people have got beautiful skin. Some people got a nice shape. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just consistent on what they do every day. And that's what I want to be. I just want to be consistent. Maybe somebody can listen and say, Tony, I like what you were talking about yesterday. Tell me some more. You know what I'm going to do? Well, take a look at this link. It'll educate you, because I can't talk to thousands of people every day. But if I can share a link with them, and after the educational part is, and they got a link that says join now, you're going to be waking up to some people that has joined your business. That's how simple and easy this is. And this is not me. It's me watching other people move. I'm plugged into the system. I'm understanding how to build my business automated, because this is a technology-based business. You won't be in business long if you're not online. I can tell you now. Look at Toys R Us, some of the Kmarts, Winn-Dixie's, Best Buys. Some of these companies have folded because overhead. We don't have a lot of overhead. The only expense you have is your monthly fee. Why would somebody quit a $39.95 business and you got access to all of the products and services, and you have a legitimate process where you can actually make money? I'm talking about thousands of dollars that can be compensated to you as a referral agent. Man, I can go on all day, and I don't know where Melissa at. She got me on here talking, but our business is great. I'm looking to go all the way to the end of the year. I think after the promo ends, it may go back up to $9.95 a month, which is still a small investment. I think everybody should take advantage of this 95-cent deal right now. We don't want nobody to have an excuse and say, "Oh man, I missed the $9.95. $10 is still $10." I say jump on it and let's roll with it. Oh, you back?
I'm back. That was Deanna. She had got tied up, but she says if we still live, I told her, I said we're gonna be live with the hood table at 8. So she said she'll come over then, because she wants to get back started too. So okay. We're gonna live-a-thon.
We're gonna live-a-thon. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do. Hey, Melissa, I've been off for 6 days, and I said, you know what? When Mr. Stokes says somebody has actually hit CEO infinity within 1 day. Listen, y'all, that's a 6-figure income. If y'all don't know, you can do that on a 95-cent promo deal. I seen it a couple of years ago. I see it every year.
Let me tell you. Can't Stop says she thank you everyone. She having a good night. Thank you so much for serving Can't Stop. Thank you for signing up. If you need me, my information, Melissa King, my econ, hit me up on any of my contact stuff. Everything's on my about page, and I'll be willing to answer any questions you have.
Hey, tomorrow, tell about tomorrow, Super Saturday. All the top leaders will be on in the morning at 9 o'clock Central.
You just told them.
Okay.
Look, you just told them.
I did that, didn't I?
You did. And that was forever. While I was out, I went ahead and sent Demetria a message. So hopefully she'll get back to me on IG. But go on with what you said. I'm sorry.
Okay, and look here, Brent Billings. Look, Melissa is on the road. Now, I know you say you're going to get in this challenge right here, but Melissa is going in. You think that ain't just Mountain Dew in that bottle. She drinking gin tonight. She said she's going in tonight.
Boy, don't you say nothing about no gin. I learned my lesson about gin a long time ago. What, is Brent out there?
I see him on my Facebook page. I'm looking. I say, hey, shout out to Marvin Lewis. Hey, Gloria Harris. Brent Billings. Hey, C-Town. Baby, we doing this thing, man. Jump on. You got something you want to say? Jump on Brent, and defend yourself. Brent,
feel free to hit the link. You know, I got enough trash talking. I ain't get enough in the other night. I still got plenty left. So if you want to hit the link, I will send it to you. And what else I was gonna say about Brent? I'm so old.
Ooh,
I
you
forgot.
so old. Man, you ain't even hit 50 yet, acting like you old.
Right. It was on the tip of my tongue. Something I was gonna say about him, and I lost it. It must have been a lie.
It must have been a lie.
It must have been a lie.
Hey, look, Melissa is in these YouTube streets, y'all. She is knocking down. She got some high-powered YouTube experts and specialists. She got Pandy on, Deanna. She got T. She got man, I can't name them all. She doing it.
Don't forget about Boss Life now.
Boss Life, Coach. I'm telling y'all, she killing these YouTube streets. This is where the money at.
Look, myself, Tony, Pandy, and Gio, who is Boss Life Online. Every other Monday, we come on Monday evening for a quick second just to talk about why it's important to have a home-based business. Gio has, and she's probably getting ready to do a meeting in a little bit for her team members. Every week, we meet up with her. She gives us advice. If you are looking to grow your YouTube channel, don't sleep on Boss Life Online, or she's also team built with Gio. Pandy's Haircut and More is how we met Gio. We met Pandy over on Bree's page. Pandy has given us all of this good YouTubecation because, you know, me and Tony, we didn't know nothing about all that. Between Pandy, Gio, the Hood Table, and it might have been somebody else that was telling us what to do. Because we ain't know about all this stuff. We Facebookers. And you know how it is on Facebook. Once you done worried your warm market to death, meaning your family and friends. Now, if y'all listen up on Facebook, y'all know y'all do it. Time you see our name come across the thing, here they come talking about that business stuff again. And y'all scroll on past. But when we got over here on YouTube, it opened up a whole new, a new area. Because, I mean, think about it. It's just like when you, in real life, when you got family friends that don't be at house all the time, you don't get excited when you see them. But when you have them folks that come in from out of town, you be excited about them. Mm-hmm. But if it's, like I tell my mama, now, my brother was living in Atlanta. I was in Birmingham. I came home all the time. He only breathed through every now and then. When she found out he coming home, she got to go to the grocery store. She cooking all his favorite stuff.
Yeah.
She getting everything done. And I was like, why I don't get all this when I come home?
I get it too. I ain't gonna lie. When I go home, my mama and daddy be hooking me up. My brother and sister be like, we can't get a piece of cornbread when Tony come home.
When my brother would come through, she got pots rattling all over the stove. I come home, I'm like, what y'all got to eat? It's some hot things up there in the freezer if you want to heat them, you want to throw them out. I ain't getting no love.
Yeah, I know that's right.
So that's pretty much where we at on Facebook with our Facebook family friends. They see us coming and they already like,
hey, but look, listen, let me share this right here. Now, I've been in church regularly and I've been hearing some scriptures and stuff, and it said something. I just got tickled. It was all over. It said in Matthew chapter 7, it talked about how Jesus tried to perform miracles. He couldn't even perform miracles in his own hometown because people looked at him as that's Mary's baby born in a manger. Ain't nobody studied him, And I said, wait a minute. Now, if they treated Jesus like that, what they gonna do to me and you? So I'm like, I don't even bother me no more.
You got a good point though, because and you have to think about a lot of times these people that knew you way back when.
Yeah.
People who knew me when my credit score was 591. Yeah. And I'm around there don't know whether it's good or bad because I'm like, well, how the scale go? 591 might be good if you top out at 600. Right, so, right. And they had to go and tell me, no, ma'am, it go up to 850. Ooh. And you ain't nowhere close by that with 591.
Right.
But if you don't know, you don't know. So I plead ignorance on all that stuff because, like I said, my parents ain't had no financial training, not like this.
Right.
But I tell you what, my daughter got it, and whether she wanted or not. Just like she always, every time I tell people, she been employed by me since she was 5, and she always, because you made me, you don't have no problem taking the money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make you do that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how it works with Publication 15. For those of you, I know Diamond Forever says she's an empty nester, but if you have a child that's under 18, they are not subject to Social Security and federal income taxes. So what you are capable of doing is hiring your child. Now, when I started this business, my child was 5 years old. What can she do as a 5-year-old? You would be surprised. People, one of the examples that was given to me, and it was really one of them things that made me go, I ain't never think about it like that. Gerber baby. Gerber baby been on that job for years. He might be dead now. That's how long that job been out. But every time they print that label, I don't know how they residuals work, but I guarantee you he wasn't doing it for free.
Right.
So the Gerber babies earn income. If some of y'all as old as I am, y'all might remember Mikey. Mikey sat at that table. They ain't think he was gonna eat them Chex cereal. Mikey ate them cereal, and they said Mikey likes it. Right. Mikey been getting paid ever since he liked it.
He 80 years old. Yeah.
So when I started, and I was trying to figure out, what my daughter could do. Well, I got a Facebook page. I got an Instagram. If I'm including her on those pages with my business and got her, I'm using her likeness. So I reimburse, I pay her for that. My baby, like my face and my time is not free. And I ain't mad at her. And you know why I'm not mad at her? Because the salary that I pay her, and now there is a limit. It's up to what, 12,000 a year?
I think it might be 13 now. They changed it. They change it every year.
13,000. When I first started, it was 6,000.
Right.
That's how much things have changed. Well, so if it's 13,000 right now, that means for every child you have, so let's say you got 10. You got them 10, and they go from ages 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 that you can get, depending on how you run your business. I ain't telling y'all to do nothing crazy. Now, common sense would tell you, if I have a business and I ain't got no big team, how am I gonna justify paying that girl back there $13,000 a year, and I ain't even made $13,000 a year? So it's some common sense involved. But the good part of it is what she does. I pay her salary for. She takes that money, just like if I were to give her an allowance. How I even got started on YouTube. Me and Naeem made a video when she was 5. That video pretty much went viral. It's gotten over 500,000 views. And I guess it was like a what they call it when you put the title in and they draw people in.
Like tags?
No, like a what they call it?
Hashtag.
I forget. Well, what I'm trying to get at is like when you put something out there and make people look because they think it's one thing, but it's really something else. Yeah. Okay. Because I titled the video, even though my child makes straight A's in school, I don't believe in getting her an allowance. I know what I want to do that for. Because I had some of everybody coming at me calling me a bad mother and blah, 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 blah. But see, that was just to, what they call it? It ain't bait and switch, but it's like, something
catfish.
Yeah, something like that. Hi, family of 6, Rob. Thank you for coming in. Clickbait. That's what it is.
Okay.
Apparently, I put out, that was clickbait, because I'm going to tell you, we did that back in, if she was 5, that was in 2015. And we put that video on there, and what I explained to them was, I don't give her an allowance. I give her a paycheck. And back then she 5 and she missing teeth, and they just thought a paycheck. She on doing her little part. So I've gotten 500,000 views off that video. A lot of people that's mad. a lot of kids that asking questions, all of that. So in the video, I explained that when you give a child an allowance, you're giving money. When you give them a paycheck, they're earning money. So that same money that they would have used for school clothes, school supplies. My biggest reason when I started, she was 5, and I was sending her to private school. Well, whether you got a business or not, they're not gonna pay for private school.
Right.
That's not something you can write off. But this is where the change in mindset and the business mentality come in. Mm-hmm. What I could do was hire her as my employee.
Right.
I paid her what was equivalent to her school tuition.
Right.
Which was an expense to me. So Uncle Sam says, okay, you got an employee, you got to pay them. So that's a write-off for you. Mm-hmm. So on the one hand, she's getting money that I was going to have to spend anyway for her to go to school.
That's right.
On the other hand, and it's twofold. The second part is, they gonna give me money because I had to give her money, which was still my money.
You lowered your taxes. You lowered your taxes with her wages. Yeah.
Right. And so, that was something Mr. Stokes said last night that made so much sense. No, Mr. Curry. He was saying that people, and I ain't gonna point out any specific group of people, but people have been doing this for years. And what they call it is a loophole. It's not really a loophole because when I don't know, when I hear loophole, I think something sinister or under the table.
Illegal. Yeah, illegal.
Yeah, but it's pretty much just a workaround. So when Trump hired Ivanka or whatever the other cheering name was, they probably ain't thinking nothing. He put them on the payroll. He gave them this salary, and then he got reimbursed because he had to pay them. And at the same time, so what I'm trying to say is, it's not illegal. People have been doing it for years. Our people just ain't getting the memo. Right. So that is why we are on here. And thank you to Alvin Curry and Ivy Stokes for taking the initiative to take on teaching us how to build up our. And I don't want you to think that this is just a Black organization. We have people from all walks of life. But I mean, if we're gonna keep call a thing, most of the time when we think about people coming together, making money together, building, we think about people who have moved here from other countries, or other people. We don't always think about others.
Have you ever thought about that, Melissa? How the Iranians and Arabs and Chinese people come into this country, open up a business, and then we go and buy from them, and then they take that money and take it back home. And we're the ones that's spending. They say Black people spend millions and billions of dollars, but they don't circulate it within our own communities. This is what My Econ is about. We're trying to show people how to control your own money and start building wealth for yourself instead of outsourcing it to everybody else.
Right. And Diamond Forever, I just got a reply back from Demetri on IG. She's gonna get that link for you. She's gonna check her email and get the link for you so you can sign up. So yeah, and it's like, I try not to point that out because I never want to make it a racial thing. It's not a racial thing. It's a mindset thing. Yeah. When you have people, like you said, on this street I live on, every gas station on this street is owned by a non-American person.
Right.
They are building together. They keep it in the family. Now, would I like to be included in some of that wealth? If they open the door, and see, that's how I feel about this. Like when the IRS printed out these rules, they didn't say that people from Cortland, Alabama couldn't do this. They didn't say people who wear cute wigs couldn't do this. It's not defined by who. It's for whoever wants to go in, learn it, and apply it. But I think as a people, we are so, and don't knock. I'm knocking it because I'm extremely skeptical. I'm always on the lookout for somebody trying to get over on me. So I understand that. But at some point, when you've done your research, like I said, I've been doing this for 8 years. I ain't went to jail yet. I haven't had to pay any money back to the IRS yet. Everything has been valid. So, skepticism, I understand. What I don't understand is when you know better, is vetted, and you still say, that's not for us. Because if you want to piss me off, say, well, that ain't for us. What us is you talking about?
Yeah, that ain't
Don't
for
put
us.
me in there. I ain't that us.
Yeah.
Look, and then and then it's always the poor stay poor and the rich get richer. Well, that's a choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying like the circumstances are always where you can just go get rich, but I'm saying you have to at least put the effort in. That's my
how do you address, and this is what I've been tripping by people like, man, ooh, that sounds so good. That sounds too good to be true. What do you do when somebody say it sounds too good to be true? What you got for that, Melissa?
You know what? I just tell them it probably ain't, and I'm just gonna keep on being. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it was something that Mr. Stokes said when he first started the promo. He was like, if you got to sit and explain and go over some in detail and call them back and they got to talk to their husband, their preacher, everybody else over a 95-cent investment,
they ain't gonna do nothing.
This ain't for them.
Right.
This is not for them. For 95 cents, and it's like I was saying this morning now, if somebody came through and said, hey, I got to hook up on this thing, well, for 95 cents, you get all the streaming channels. You know how many people be on it?
Right.
They don't know nothing about who these people are.
Right.
And they didn't call everybody that they know, girl, we got to hook up. They said you get the streaming channels for 95 cents. Because I done been on these different channels, and when people hear about a good thing, they share it. Like I heard somebody saying the other day, and I had my ears wide open. They were talking about even with StreamYard, they were doing this thing where if you reach out to them, you get it for half the price. I'm like, dog, I missed the deadline because whatever it was, you had to do it by Black Friday. See, I didn't know about it. This what we're doing is no different. It's the same thing as if I told you I got a hookup on where you can go get, and what really gets me, back in, what month was that when Mr. Stuff was here? That was July, right?
Yeah.
Around 4th of July. Okay, our co-founder, Mr. Stokes, millionaire. This man is a millionaire. He got more money than I ever see. I'm put it like that. He comes and he goes across the country for whoever needs him to come and speak. Because a lot of times you don't want to hear stuff from us. You want to hear it from the horse's mouth. And I don't blame you. Hear from the one that did. All I can tell you about is what he did. I mean, I can give you my story, but it's not going to impress me like a millionaire story, So he came in July, and some of y'all might have seen the TikTok I did, because the weekend before, Beyonce was in Nashville. Now I'm in Huntsville, which is like an hour and a half from Nashville. When I tell you, everybody Facebook post I've seen was setting up that sharp as a tack at that Beyonce concert in Nashville. I'm talking about they bought new outfits, hair was made, everything, and posting pictures, advertising for free. Now Beyonce, and then on the clip I posted, the news people were saying the cheap seats were $200, and they was about sold out. You hear me? Now Beyonce is richer than rich. Her daughter up there getting generational wealth. I ain't mad at her. I smile every time I see that little girl out there on that stage with her mom. I be like, get it, because we all can do that. So they sitting out there spending money to watch Beyonce make money. Now I ain't knocking it, because I have my people. I'm a New Edition fan. When I took Naya to her first concert, she had been growing up hearing me with New Edition and Bell Biv DeVoe. So I told her, I said, when they come, because she got mad because we went to the concert in Atlanta a couple of years ago and we got to meet them backstage. And I brought the pictures and she was like, Mom, what you know about them? She was like, I want to meet them too. Okay. So it was the pandemic Because I think you was at that concert too, when you talking. Because I know everybody from down here was there. It wasn't nobody important. Portland had was empty because everybody was in Birmingham. So, I went ahead and splurged a little bit because I wanted her first concert experience to be unforgettable. So we had floor seats. She was close enough to touch them and all that type of stuff. And yeah, that was the money that was spent. But at the same time, I got a business. I can write all of this stuff off. I could have passed out business cards at the concert and conducted business out there in the parking lot. So that's the difference. But I say all that to say that happened that weekend. The following weekend, our co-founder, Mr. Ivy Stokes, $600 million man, he agreed to come over and he said, I tell y'all what, because, we have been everybody had kind of been shut down since the pandemic as far as doing face-to-face stuff, but it never really stopped our business because we pretty much a technology business anyway. We don't have to be in your face. Now, Tony and I used to do once a month, we would have a meeting in Birmingham and people could come out. Well, when the pandemic hit and we couldn't do that, we didn't do nothing but take it to Facebook. We started doing Facebook Live. Nothing stopped, because of the way they got this business set up. So anyway, he's decided he gonna get back out and start back traveling. So he told us he would come that first week, and he came here first, right? Was it Huntsville first? This area?
Montgomery.
Okay, yeah, he did Montgomery, then he did this Huntsville area, then he did Birmingham. We posted, we told people he was coming, we told people the same stuff we telling y'all now. Y'all can meet this man in person. When I tell y'all, people did not see the value, but yet these same people drove to Nashville, got new outfits, paid all that ticket money, and watched Beyonce get up there and make more money. Now, like I said, I'm not knocking it, but at the same time, where priorities. I don't have a problem with, one of the other things that Mr. Stokes did, he started this campaign, and this is what made me start really taking investing serious. I had a 401k with my job, but he started a campaign, I think it was because I was going to Birmingham then, probably like 2016, 2017, where the focus was own a piece of America. That was his thing. He was saying, we're going out here. It's been said time and time again that the black dollar is stronger out there in the economy than any other dollar because we're going to go out there and we're going to spend some money. But then how many of us own a part of that? You know what I mean? So he started this thing where he was promoting for everybody during the month of July, I believe it was, to take the initiative and own a piece of America. Even if you just bought, invested in, I went with T. Rowe Price. I didn't know no whole lot about investing. I had learned some stuff, but I knew enough to go in and say, look, I got $100. I want to invest this so that I can say I own something. It's like you spend, I know people every time new Jordans come out, they got a pair. Do they have any stock in Nike though?
Right.
My thing is, I would feel better about you getting them Jordans every time if you have a portfolio where, and you ain't got to own all the Nike, own a tenth of it, a piece of it, so that every time they sell them Jordans, your money going up too.
Right.
And that's the type of stuff I wasn't taught that, So the fact that I learned it since I've been in here, it just made me want to share it because I'm like, man, if all of us got together and made all this, you know how powerful that could be. You know how strong the community, and when I first started, I would hear, Mr. Stokes and them talk about building a community. And I'm thinking, I ain't gonna have it. I was like, it's a good idea in theory, but being in here for 8 years, he's made me see it, especially after I watched it grow. Now I can't say it grew in Alabama like I've seen it grow in some of the other places, but it is entirely possible for us to network and grow and build together.
You know, I think at one time it was said that Black people should not get together, and I'm just going to be upfront and honest. You know, white people, other nationalities, they talk about building wealth in churches and organizations. It's like Black communities don't talk about building wealth and coming together. So if we got to start with this platform and doing what we do every day and getting on YouTube and building Instagram, we can build a network of people online. Remember in Tulsa, Black Wall Street? That was a prime example of how Black people were actually coming together and having things done. And of course, y'all see what happened to that. But this is a new time, new era. We can do things a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? We're here in Alabama. We can connect with people in California and Oklahoma and all these other places. That's what we got to do.
Look, Pam said she was mad she missed that stream y'all did too. But you know, it's like I said, it's the same principle. If we get on here and talk about this type of thing and let you know when we're doing a promo, what we're learning about investing, that's just as juicy as somebody comes saying, hey, they got a sale on Jordans. If you go at midnight, you can get 5 cents off.
Right.
They're gonna knock a nickel off if you go at midnight. Same difference. The only difference is with that type of thing, and I like to say, especially when it, you know, I'm big about we do all this free advertising for people. Free. Every time you go out to eat, I can't tell y'all, and I listen now. I go by firsthand testimony quicker than I go by you know, just a commercial. If Tony tell me, man, I went out to eat at such and such, don't waste your time. That stuff is garbage. Mm-hmm. Before I go by a commercial, I go by what Tony said. Now on the same difference, if Tony comes tell me, man, they just opened this new joint down the street, that food on fire. You don't think I'm gonna be over there? Because he ain't gonna have some good food and I ain't got none. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna miss out. So it's like you are doing free advertising for the restaurant. Same way with these streaming networks. I can't tell you how many times I've been on Facebook and somebody will just put out a single post. What's good up to watch on Netflix right now? When I tell you they're gonna get 15,000 responses, go look at such and such. Such and such is good. Hey, you seen so? Free advertising. Mm-hmm. Free advertising. You ain't charging them nothing, but you bring in business their way. And that's the same way I feel about it. Like I said, I'm not knocking people who do credit repair. I just feel like, for me personally, if I learn how to repair the credit myself, then I'm gonna be more on top of what goes into keeping my score up. It's almost like that. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Tony, we took a tax preparation class back in 20-something. And I told him when we finished it, we got them little certificates, as my mama say. Don't be telling people we took the class, because I ain't nobody taxes. I only wanted to take the class so that I can have a better understanding of how the tax system works. So, you know, that's one of those things. I'm just gonna pay somebody to do that, you know. And it might be some people feel that way about credit. But here's the thing: if you get in, you know, with this credit repair program, you can get paid off it 3 times easily. The first time you get paid off of it is, well, technically, when you get it for free, that's kind of like getting paid off of it, but I ain't even counting it. When you get in, you work the credit repair, and your credit score goes up. Okay, where you might have got some finance at 6% before, maybe you get it financed at 3 now. That may not make a difference if you only financing something that costs $500. But if you buy a $200,000 house, mm-hmm. that 3% versus that 6% means a whole lot, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's money you putting back in your pocket by way of you don't have to spend it. That's money you don't have to spend. Second way, you got the credit repair. You're not a credit repairer, but you know people who are interested in having it, but they don't want to do the business. We sell this as an independent product. You tell them, look, I have a credit repair kit. It's $99. If you want it, boom. You off the top, what is it, 50% commission? So if it's $100, you made $50 off of it. Boom. Yeah. Third way, let's you get in there with the credit repair. You're like, man, this shit is, I could have been doing this. It ain't nothing to this. And you have like an aptitude for it or whatever. And you say, and I've had this happen a lot with the credit repair. People will reach out to me and I tell them, look, it is a do it yourself. You have to walk through it and do it yourself. And they like, you know what, honestly, I just don't want to do that. I'd rather pay somebody. Well, at this point, if I done mastered how to do it, I tell you what, how much so-and-so charge for to do it. And they tell you, well, they charging like $500. I do it for $499. Because the great thing about it is now, the product is one thing, but now you selling a service. You selling a skill set. You selling brain power that it's gonna take you to sit down and go through this person's stuff, figure it out. So you set that price. My econ is like, that's your business. What you want to charge them is what you charge them. That's almost like, when Tony and I decided during the pandemic to start the business for the girls. The only thing, my econ said, because our co-founder, he always, he be on top of it. Like when he found out the travel business was a $1 billion, $1 trillion business, he was like, oh, okay. Well, if any of y'all watch Jay Wilson, he is known for saying he gonna build a Walgreens across the street from your CVS. So when Mr. Stone said, okay, y'all got, and I can't even think of none of them companies that was real big. He said, y'all got one, we're gonna do one too. So and then when the hand sanitizer thing, during the pandemic, you couldn't find toilet paper. What was something else that was real hard to get? It was toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and some other stuff that you wouldn't really. Yeah. Right. It was just hard to keep up on because everybody was needing it. So he said, okay, you know what? He went and found a place that sold hand sanitizer, and he let us buy it at a wholesale price. And then once we bought it, as I sit here and look at it on my floor right now, once we bought it, it was up to us how we decided to make money off it. So, Tony called me one day, because I'm going to tell you, this is how me and Tony work. Tony had an idea. He always was, y'all light bulb. Hey, I call him the hype man, because he'll call and get you all hyped up. And then when you finish talking, well, that sounds like I'm gonna be the one doing the work. He'll call me. You know what we need to do? We need to do it. We need to do a live where we do such and such and so and so and so and so. And I'll be like, yeah, that sounds good. Call me back when you're ready. Wait a minute. So anyway, so he called me. He was like, we need to start the girls' business. So at that point, Naya is 10, that's my daughter. His daughter Tyler is 12. I ain't just saying it because they out, but they cute as they want to be. People love cheering. They love buying stuff from cute cheering. So, we telling them, we about to make y'all some business moguls. And we took this seriously, y'all. We bought cases of hand sanitizer. I got online and researched packaging, and I just consulted with Mr. Clopton and ran it by him. Saying, you think this too much to pay? And when I tell you, I'm looking over here now at a bag of containers. If y'all need some hand sanitizer, I can give it to you quick. But the whole point of it was he made the hand sanitizer affordable for us to be able to buy it in bulk. What we chose to do once we got it was up to us. They don't put no type of, well, if you sell it for this, we get this. Once you bought it, it's yours. So we bought it. We decided, and the thing about it was, Tony called me, he was like, have you smelled it yet? I was like, no. He was like, I said, don't smell good. He was like, so next thing we do, I get online, start researching what we can do. Found out you can add essential oils, that are, not, it's not a chemical thing. So you don't have to worry about people unless they just have some type of specific allergy. And we even had a workaround for that because we had the ingredients, as my mama said, on the back of the bottle. So we started, went online to Etsy. You can order essential oils that smell like Fruit Loops. You can get some that smell like peppermint. Whatever you want it to smell like, that's what you get. So then, I said, well, Tony, I'm finna order up a bunch of fragrances. Then we had to decide, what size we gonna sell them. So we decided on what do we do? Like was it a 10 ounce?
8,
a 2 ounce, 8 ounce, 10 ounce, 2. And I'm a shout out because one of my first customers, Lady Nika, when I told her I was selling hand sanitizer, she was the first person on YouTube who ordered the Time 9 Essentials hand sanitizer from us. So I put that out there. She has supported. And she put the word out also. So we did that. We figured out. Next step was, well, what we gonna do for a logo? So again, here I go. But like I said, one thing I can say about Tony, he the type, if he give you the idea and we figure out how we gonna do it, he with you, he gonna ride with you till the wheels fall out. So even if it turned out it wasn't the best decision, he feel like, what was my hair. And then the good part is we write all this stuff off anyway. Mm-hmm. I done already wrote off this hand sanitizer that's sitting in my floor right here.
Right.
So it can't be nothing but a profit from there is paid for. So, next step, we had to decide how much we're going to charge. And, and it's harder than you think because we had to look into, well, if we're going to ship it, are we going to charge them for shipping?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, I'm telling them, like, shoot, I wouldn't pay that much for no shipping, for no such and such. And he like, look, we ain't the customer. We the business. You want to get out your feelings. Either they're gonna pay for it, So we did pretty. I ain't gonna lie, we did pretty well because we even did our own photo shoot.
Yeah.
Look, Tony got a room over at the embassy. He got a business suite at the embassy. We styled the girls up, had them do. You would have thought we were some business modes. But we was ready, and it's like then we started doing the ads and pushing the commercials and all that stuff. So at the same time that we are benefiting from having it, the girls are there along for the ride. They seeing firsthand what goes into creating a business. Now, I ain't gonna lie, they done lost interest since we started. But who else? And I'm telling you, I told Tony, I said, I got mad. And now you started school. I want to say it was so the pandemic was 4th grade. So this would have been like 5th grade, maybe. Or maybe it was 6th. Either way. She done went to school on the first day of school and, they having everybody stand up and tell about themselves and everything. So, I'm excited. So, well, what you telling about your night? Well, I told her my favorite color is green. You ain't tell these people you got a business.
Right.
I'm talking about we done went and had business cards printed up. They pictures on. Man. Look, they picture on the thing here. They got their own. She done went to school. And the bitch, I said, get back out there and tell them folks you down here and tell them you better.
Oh, man.
I'm like, you ain't no, I told you, regular 5th grader. You a business owner. I need you to carry yourself as such.
Right.
Color green.
That's funny.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hey, when is our next? We got another set at 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I need to reach out. Let me hit the hood table on Facebook and instant messenger and see if she's still gonna come on and chat it up with us because she was gonna share.
We got 15 minutes. Hey, anybody out there that's looking to go ahead and sign up, y'all go ahead and sign up because you can actually get a couple more people in before they end this thing. And I'm telling you, 95 cents is a great deal.
Right.
$10 ain't no bad deal. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be $10 tomorrow. So you can still grow a profitable business with the $10 membership, and of course $39.95. But you still got time to get in. Melissa and Pandit got their link at the somewhere on there. So y'all go ahead and join up.
Oh yeah, let me throw it out there again, just in case it ain't like the comments just flying off the page. But
yeah, that's okay. We know people probably looking and not saying anything, but that's okay. That you can expect that. People like to be nosy, and they might not click and say hey or nothing, but it's okay.
See, this is what I learned. Like I was saying earlier, at first I got a little discouraged because I felt like maybe, like what, because and this is the thing. Whenever pretty much everybody's had the same story. When you first get started, you excited because so many people that this is gonna be good for. I got my brother. He can sell an ice cube to an Eskimo. I got my cousin. Such and such always complaining about. They having to rip and run with the travel ball. They gonna love this because they can make them busy. Told all them people.
Womp womp.
Either, and I'm not saying this in a negative because it's been plenty of opportunities that was presented to me, and at that time, that just wasn't where my head was at.
Right.
And if I'm a firm believer, I don't start nothing, I'm not gonna stick with. So I can respect that. But here's the good part. Like I said, we have to attempt to make it profit. So whether anybody listening, anybody sign up, we have done our part to be compliant.
Melissa, let me ask you this: when people don't see the money and they don't get people involved, would you not? Can you explain to them what they're actually giving up on? Because people think that when you join this business, it's about making money and recruiting people and getting this huge big check coming in because everybody wants something fast, but that ain't how this business works. So what are they losing when and that's all they got is a job? What are they losing when they give up on this business?
Well, what you're losing is the tax deduction. I mean, think about how I even started this whole conversation. I was having to pay Uncle Sam. Not only was I having to pay the IRS, I was having extra money taken out of my check. So had I not signed up, I would still be paying them $200 a month because it was 50 for the state, 50 for the federal, every paycheck. At the end of the year, I might owe $1,000. So right there, if you're looking at $200 a month that I was paying, so that I wouldn't be so owe so much. 200 times 12, that's 2,400. Plus any money that, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't even try to get no tax refund. I want all my money during the year because even Uncle Sam says, and I know they put this out because ever since they wrote it, we've been knocking folks upside the head with a letter from the IRS that says the average person is overpaying their taxes and they are using it as like a sort of like a forced savings plan. And I was like that too, because I told you I feel dumb now because I was talking to this girl. It was back in maybe 2005 or something like that. We was working a contract job, and she was telling me, we was working a contract job, but she said whenever she used to work for the hospital, she would go ahead and get her money, up front. And I was like, what? I was like, shoot, I'd rather wait and get mine all at one time. In the meantime, I got checks bouncing like rubber because I didn't have checks bouncing. What I did was put somebody at Compass Child through school with insufficient fund fees. So the checks weren't bouncing, but at the same time, every time something went through and the funds went there, they covered it, but they charged me $37.50. So you know how the bank do. They gonna put, in your head, you're thinking, well, they're gonna send this through and then this, and then I said, The way they send it through, if you got 3 things out, They're gonna hold off so you get insufficient funds on all three of them. You send up that thing, but they'll cover the first two. And I just that ain't how it works. So I'm right here letting stuff get behind, trying to build up something to have at the end of the year that was mine anyway. So that's the biggest thing that you missing out on. So like, and it's like, remember we had that the one girl who joined, and I never call anybody name by stuff, but she joined, and once she joined, she updated her W-4, so she started bringing what was it, extra $100 a paycheck, so she get paid twice a month. That's $200. Okay, she quit the business because she said she couldn't afford to pay $34.95 every month. I'm gonna let that sink in. She was bringing home an additional $200 a month after starting the business and updating W-4, but she quit because she felt like paying $34.95. I'm just saying, because I'm like, well, if you're bringing home an extra $200, even when you take the $34.95 out, you still brought home an extra $150-$60. If you can't see the forest for the trees was a person.
Melissa, I'm gonna say this, and I hope everybody out here listening when I say this. This business, you can learn a lot, but if you don't take the time to understand it, then you're gonna waste. You're gonna waste it away. We actually have people that join this business and they got to their tax preparer, and their tax preparer told them that this business was not legit enough for them to run it. It's like all tax preparers are not equally yoked, right? Mm-hmm. So if you listen to your tax preparer and they say, well, I don't do business taxes, then you need to go to somebody else.
Look, like tell them about Hawaii. Tell them the Hawaii story.
Okay, so of course, I've been in the business for a long time. I went to Hawaii, took my white parents, and actually signed somebody up in the business, sharing what my econ has shared with me, how you can write off vacations while you're doing business. I can take my business anywhere. So I'm in Hawaii, and one of my friends, my wife's friend's family, joined the business and say, okay, now I'm gonna show you how to write this whole trip off. My tax preparer that I was going to at the time, he didn't feel like it was a business expense. So he didn't know that I knew enough about the tax system and how the IRS codes work. So I showed him, and I said, well, take your time, go back and look at writing off vacations and stuff like that for your business. So he actually did call me back and said, Tony, I made a mistake. You're right. We can claim your business. If I hadn't have known that, I probably would have said, okay, and let him do what he was going to do. And I would have missed $15,000 worth of tax deductions because I'm looking at him like he's supposed to know what he's doing.
And you ended up having you can't even say the student is the teacher. The customer was the teacher. That is crazy. And how much was that trip? Like 10,000, you said?
15,000.
15,000. And he gonna tell you, even though you went over there, conducted business, not only did you conduct it, but you brought in new business partners, and he still said, nah.
Hey, I was ready to go ahead and go to somebody else because in my econ, they pretty much told me all tax preparers are not equally yoked, and you have to get someone that understands how the tax codes work and business codes and all that stuff. And I was like, man, I'm confident that what I had to offer was legit, and I documented everything. So I didn't want him to be playing it safe with me because I did that strategically. You know what I'm saying? Signing somebody up so I can have a receipt that I did business in Hawaii.
Receipt? What better receipt than you? Here, call this person right here.
So I guess people look at online business like my econ, and we're sharing wealth strategies, and we knowing my econ been around for years and they've done everything the right way. I guess you have to kind of help your tax preparer understand, because I remember when we took a tax class, you have the right to refuse doing somebody's taxes if you feel like it's unethical. So when I told him about how my business works and he didn't believe that, then that's on him. It's up to me to go find somebody else who do.
Right. And that's a good point. I got lucky in a way because my tax preparer, and I still was like, well, if you knew all this, why you never suggest that I start a business? But my tax preparer, when I brought it to her, because I was prepared to defend. This is a real, in case she came at me like this is not a real business. But the fact of the matter is, she did her tax service from her home. So all of the stuff that I was saying, she was already doing for herself. She was writing off her utilities, her phone, her internet. She was writing all that stuff out because her business was based out of her house. So when I was telling her about it, she was like, this is good. This is exactly what I do. So I'm thinking, so all these years you were telling me to buy a house or have a baby. Why you didn't tell me about have you considered starting a business? Never dawned on her to say anything. But that is, and I didn't sign anybody up while I was there. But like I said, I joined the business in November 2015. 2016 in January, we had a trip planned to go to Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. Now, I had already pretty much paid for the trip, except for the flight and stuff, right? But as far as like the accommodations, everything that was already paid for. So when I joined, I told Tony, I said, God, I wish I had known this because, we going out of town. And he was like, I don't know if it was you or if it was Dre that was telling me, well, it's still not too late. You have a business now. It's November. You ain't leaving until January. So, I did my research. And this is why I say I know a lot of the YouTubers on here are business minded. Because when I see a lot of these trips that they take and they're posting where they're going and where that is how they are able to write it off. They've turned it into a business trip. So basically what I did, we were going for a birthday party. It was a friend of mine out of Charlotte. She invited a lot of people she knew. I didn't really know anybody in the group outside of her. So I invited my best friend. So we all went. And so booked the flight. Of course, y'all know the drill. If you travel, you book the flight, you got to check your bags, you got to pay for parking if you didn't get dropped off. And we were flying out of Atlanta. I live in Alabama, so of course, I had to pay for parking. So all of this stuff adding up. And so when I get over there, I was like, okay, I'm going to do a business presentation while we're here. Because I'm trying to get used to thinking like a business owner. So I take some pictures. I post my pictures on Facebook. I'm sharing where we are, what we're doing. When I get ready to do the presentation, it was the night that the girls, it was 2 people had birthdays. They had chosen this particular night to have a birthday dinner. Well, we were all sitting there waiting on them to get the room prepared. So while we waiting, I went ahead and printed up some sign-in sheets. I had my business cards on me. I got everybody to sign in, give me an email address. I stood there in the time it took them to get their room together, similar to what we're doing right now. I explained to them what we do in my business. And I told them, I said, now, this trip is a write-off for me. Not only is am I going to be able to write off my flight, my baggage, all that stuff, but because I had to do this presentation, I had to upgrade my room and get a room with internet service. All of that is covered because it's business expenses. So what ultimately ended up happening, even though this was a trip that was planned ahead of time, because I had the business mindset, I was able to turn that pleasure trip into a business trip. And there is nothing that says when you go on a business trip, you can't have no fun.
That's right. That's right.
Even if you're going to be in conference for 5 days a week, they can't keep you there 24 hours. Right. At some point, when y'all get through talking business, you're going to go out to eat. You might have you a couple of drinks.
Thanks.
You might, if it's in somewhere like Hawaii or Florida, you might go to the beach.
Yeah.
All of that is still a business trip.
Right.
So you just got to have a business mindset. And it's hard to get out of it because we're so conditioned to think you got to go to work. You know, we've been trained. Because think about it. If everybody was a business owner, who's going to be the employee?
Yeah, somebody got to work.
Somebody got to work.
Yeah.
And, you know, Tony and I, we ain't made it to the point where we don't have to clock in. We still have jobs we have to clock into now. But I call it a hybrid because we part W-4 and we part business owner. And we try to mesh it so that we get the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, people get comfortable with a job because one thing about a job, you know, you're going to get paid every, whatever your pay period is, you know, the amount is going to be, ain't no guesswork in this. That's a good thing, but then at the same time, you limiting yourself. Mm-hmm. Because how many of y'all can say that y'all job pay y'all what you work? Because I'm going to be honest. They ain't paying me what I'm worth. You know, it's like, and then don't get me started on that little 2 to 3% raise you're gonna get every year until you hit that ceiling where you can't make no more. And you know, there's a security of knowing you got somewhere to be, but at the same time, you still limiting yourself because, like our business partner, Gio, she is completely entrepreneur. Gio get up when she get ready to get up. She go on vacation when she wants. When she want to do whatever, she can. Now we don't have that luxury yet. We trying to get there. But you know, but at the same time, if you don't work, you don't eat. Now, if you ain't out there working your business, just because you got a business, that's the drawback. You know, if you want to compare it to a W-4. With a W-4 job, you know you're gonna get paid. It may not be as much as you think you should, but that check coming through. But if you are a business owner, you got to have the hustle and the wherewithal to get out there. And if you got a product you can stand behind, I mean, think about prime example, Penny. Penny is a hairstylist. She had her own salon for years. Still her own business hours. I'm sure if she wants to, she can still do it again. But you know, it's like if she decided she didn't want to do no hair, I don't think she's gonna get paid. Ain't nobody gonna pay her for not doing hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So realistically, it's not like, and that's my thing. Ain't no money, ain't no sack of money gonna fall in your lap as soon as you pay that 95 cents. That just gets you admission in the door. But what you decide to do once you get in there, it's got a limit. We got people. Right. Like Tom was saying earlier, we got young people. I'm talking about ain't even 30 yet. 6, 7 figures, but they the millennials. They know all about getting on the internet and sharing the stuff out and click, bait, click, whatever they do. You know, I ain't one of them people, like I still be trying to figure out, you know, folks that be on the cell phone, they be texting so fast. And I'm like, how in the world are y'all doing that? I'm still right here and still putting punctuation. I don't use no shortcut. I'm spelling the whole word out. Oh, he got a hood table. Come through hood table. Let me see. Tanya?
Hello? Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for coming through.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing over here. Just doing my thing, what I love to do. Decorating some desserts over here.
Gotcha.
You know, she the entrepreneur already, cause and why you ain't tell me the other day when I was talking about that Neapolitan cake, that was your cake?
What?
I was on your page earlier and I was like, that's the cake I was telling you, Sonya, about that she probably could make. It was one of yours.
No. I made a comment under there. You gotta read the comment.
Oh,
I made a comment
okay,
under there. I said, this is a cake that people keep asking me to make. So who
right.
wants this cake?
Oh.
Okay, because I'm sitting up here telling her about her own cake.
No. It's funny that you said that because somebody sent me the picture the other
Oh,
day. And so I said, dang, I'm getting another inquiry about this cake. So I posted the picture and I said, who wants this cake for Christmas? And so people been flooding my inbox. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it.
and see, that's what I'm talking
So
about. When you got a gift like that, I ain't found mine.
mm,
I ain't found
wow.
no gift that I can turn into. I don't have it.
I'll be trying to make it do what it do. I gotta, I stay in my lane. So, when I find something I'm good at, I just try to perfect it. So, I try to stay in my lane.
Well, y'all, this is for anybody who is not familiar. This
But
is the
yeah,
hood.
so what's up? What's going on with you guys?
We having a live-a-thon because
Okay.
right now, we have this holiday promo going. If you
Okay.
wonder why I got my ears on, my gifts on, because today is December the 1st. I know you know that, Miss Sagittarius. Today is December the 1st, and
Mhm.
this business is the gift that keeps on giving.
That's
So
right.
I
Okay.
pulled out my bobblehead presents, you know, you know. So yeah, we're
Mhm.
promoting this live. We was on Demetrius earlier, and Demetra is now one of our business partners. She decided to check us out, and I think she's gonna be great because you know how Demetra is. She's gonna go in and research and study. And I told her, I said, I'm really taking a chance by doing this with you because if it's some bullshit, you gonna come back and you gonna cuss me out right here on this live. She gonna be
Oh
like,
my
girl,
God.
you doing this bullshit.
That's
You already
Demetra.
know.
You ain't
And
lying either.
and Deanna was coming on at 6 when we started, but she got tied up. So she said she would if we were still on at 8 and I told her you was coming through, she said she'd come over too and hang out.
Okay.
Because she
Okay.
said
All
she
right.
thinks
That's
she
cool. That's what's up.
so yeah, if y'all don't know the hood table is a YouTube content creator. And how I found the hood table was through Deanna. I was over in Deanna's chat and she kept talking about the hood table, hood table, hood table. I'm like, what is the hood table? So I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember if it was the live you did about where Miss Cislo told her story, or if it was the one where you were doing the Oriental trading story. But she does everything from the hood table to the White House. She covers a wide array of topics. And
Mm-hmm.
as me, the best night to go over there is Friday night, because on Friday night, you can talk about whatever you want. And
Mm-hmm.
even if
Yep.
that means taking a shot
Every hour on the hour.
but the hood table has I was telling them earlier, between you and Pandy and Geo, I have learned
Hmm.
so much about YouTube because me and Tony, we're not really familiar with how YouTube works. So a lot of the advice and stuff that I got from you helped us to be able to
Hmm.
kind of branch out and do more with the channel. So I appreciate that. And I am a member of, I'm a hoodie. I'm an official hoodie.
Yes.
So
Official
we
hoodie.
have some
Yes.
members. So if y'all
And
get a
I
chance,
appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. But as far as our YouTube stuff goes, that and this cake decorating, those are like I don't know, my favorite things that I like to do. So whenever I hear somebody say, I'm thinking about starting YouTube or, I don't know my way around, I'm always open to get some advice or show somebody how to do something on there. So yeah.
yeah, you are because all
Okay.
you gotta do
Did you go?
is
Oh, okay.
I remember when Barry Carey was over there in your chat one day and you were telling her, "Don't just hit the button and go live." And I think about that because now Carrie has a big following as well. Not saying that was all
She
because of you,
does.
but that's
Mm-hmm.
where I heard it first.
Well, you know
And
what? When I see potential, I have to say something. And sometimes I have to hold back because I'm like, I don't want to offend people because some people are like, no, if I said I don't want to do it, But certain people, I'll just be in their ear, and they end up doing it and they be doing a great job. So
but it's
kudos
like
to
a
Carrie.
positive thing though. You're always positive with you ain't like bossy with it. You're like encouraging. It's a difference, you know.
Yep,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
so I appreciate that because you will tell. I heard you talking to Karen Mediva. I heard you, sis, don't hit the button. You don't go live. You don't go live. Go
Oh,
live.
because I'm like, how you got a
Hey, so
whole YouTube channel? It can be lucrative for you if you work it. It can be lucrative for you.
right. That's why I want to ask you what made you want to do what you do with the cakes and the YouTube channel. It sounds like you got an entrepreneurial spirit, so you understand networking and reaching out to different people. What actually got you started?
Well, let me start with, I guess I can do cakes first because I think I've been doing that a little longer. But
Mm.
I had started making cakes. I never made a cake before in my life, by the way, before I started doing this. And I only been doing it for like probably about 6 years. And before then, every time we needed a cake, my mom, she would make the cakes, for the kids, the grandkids, nieces, nephews, and me included. And so once she had passed away, and like I think it was like 2015, then
Okay.
we started going to like, I don't want to like blast any of the stores out there, but the stores that sell cakes. So, some grocery stores, things like that,
Hey,
and also some stores that
Hey y'all,
hey
how
Deanna
y'all
Boo.
doing?
Hey
Hey.
love, how you doing?
Girl, I'm out here
Yep.
hungry as a dog today, y'all. I'm trying to eat and ride and get on this link. Could y'all tell me if I shared it right? I said I wanted to share it to my page. I think I did it.
let me see.
I don't even think I shared anything. Like I thought it automatically when I hit the link. Oh Lord, what am I
Did you
doing?
see? Did you
Hold
see?
on.
At the
Probably the
bottom, it
lady.
asks you to share something.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
At
one.
the at the bottom of
Like
When you
when you,
first come in
yeah.
on the
oh
screen
Lord.
yard.
Maybe I need to back out. Let me back out.
Okay,
I'm gonna
but
back
yeah,
out
if
so I can
you
do it
hit
again.
that,
Because
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
go
even see that.
see. I'm gonna go see if I see you. Yeah, if you hit that Deanna, that should did it. But I'm gonna go over and see if I see you live.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
Yeah,
up,
I
Tony?
ain't
What you
never
been
done this
up to,
before.
money man?
Trying to get this cheese, baby. That's what we doing. We trying to get cheese. We ain't trying to give it away. We trying to get it.
I know that's real. That's why I said to talk to the money man.
Hey, I was telling them earlier. I call him the hype man because he always have all these great ideas. And he called me and get me all, yeah, and then he get off the phone and who have to do the work.
Leave it up to you, girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she the one. She know what
he
she
he
doing.
he come through with the idea and I have to execute.
Mhm.
You got to get to the proper person for execution, though. So
That's
you
right.
already know.
I
That
know my
means you
people.
handle business.
That's right.
Right. But it's okay. We make it work, because when he starts slipping, I have to be like, now look, I thought you said we were gonna do so and so. I done put this work in, we ain't doing nothing with it. So
Deanna,
Stay
Deanna,
on now.
they getting money away in my econ. We trying to get as many people in as we can. They giving money away.
That sounds like something I need to know about.
I'm trying to tell you, it's so easy now because people are looking to
I'm trying to
improve.
get a roof.
Yeah.
are you gonna put a roof on?
Girl, what I need to do? I'm trying to get some of this money.
This money. Hey, I wish we could have got with you a couple of days ago because it's people that have made some 6-7 figure moves in the last 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Melissa.
it ain't me. Look, I wasn't one of them, but you know.
I don't know. Melissa keep her business to herself. She probably want to tell them.
Look, now if I was making money like that, now, you know, I was talking about, we had our friend from home on the other night. His name Brent, and he was talking about, you know, he got his own business. He walked away from his job. He just decided that what did he say, 2021? So he would have been like 40, 42, 43. He said he decided, you know, he didn't want to work for nobody else no more. So he started, he got his own lawn care business. So he was telling me, you know, he was telling us that he just signed somebody up the other day. Said he, you know, said some 2 or 3 words to him, and next thing he knew, they was telling him, well, something going on with my credit card right now. I said, yeah, this thing way out. You know, they'll tell you that. And he was like, look, he said, they told me, as soon as I get my credit card, I'm going to go and sign up. And he said, next thing he knew, he was getting an email. You got a new recruit. I said, wait a minute now.
They ain't bullshit. They ain't play with them.
Look, I'm around here dancing, Bojangles, and Mr. Bojangles freestyle rap and everything, and ain't nobody doing that with me. I said, you did more than that. I was like, that's all you did? He was like, that's all I did. I was like, see, that ain't right. Because I be down here trying to tell.
How long he been doing it?
He was with us before, and then he left. And I think, when did he come back? Like a year ago?
No, he came back about a week ago.
Oh, he just came back?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, so he came back with them under the sleeve.
Right.
Yeah, he said somebody, he had posted something on Facebook or something, and somebody just reached out to him. And he just kept
they reached out to him. I be around here trying to track close down, like
throwing it in our face.
Right, like, look, y'all know we got money over here if you want to try to start a business. Supposed to be giving me the cold shoulder. I said, and you know, he was a nice looking fella. I said, yeah, you pull that Billy D. Williams one eyebrow lift. That's what made him come running. I said, I'm finna catfish and use your face and start talking to these people when you chat.
Everybody become paw.
Okay. But yeah, we doing this 95-cent membership up until, I think he said, midnight Pacific time. So they like 2 hours behind us. So I guess for us it'll be 2 in the morning. So like if you signed up now, just like we doing the 95 cents, as many people as you can get to come for 95 cents, they can come on through the floodgate. It's like the first 30 days, if you decide it's not for you, all you gotta do is cancel. And we ain't trying to hold you. You know, but at least for 95 cents, you can come through.
See what's going on.
See what's going on. Kick the tires. Drive around the block. You know, see if you can get to go over 150 miles an hour, like they do them cars when they let you keep for the
might
weekend.
come up on a little lick on them 30 days, honey.
Right. There you go.
And that's the whole point. He like, out of all the people, somebody gonna benefit from this. And I, you know, I like I said all the time, I'm not a salesperson, but I can give a testimony. And when I tell you this business has changed my credit score, put me in a lower tax bracket, which is what I want. I ain't trying to have no higher tax bracket. I'm trying to get a lower one where they ain't taxing my ass to death. I didn't, you know, hired my child, got her business going. All of that from my investment of 95 cents. What else they doing that at?
Nowhere, honey. Not nowhere that I can think of, because I'm still out of coin, looking crazy.
But no, you ain't fooling me. You know, we had you on a while back because you was educating us about the whole buying property and stuff.
Girl, and y'all, I got some more tea. We gonna have to talk off stream, y'all. I mean, I got some tea
about that.
Yes, Lord.
And you know what? I was listening the other day when you were saying something in your chat, in your thing about.
Yeah, I quit putting stuff like that on my page because people so unappreciative.
Look,
Mm.
my
So it
ears
was too, and it's actually information that people really would be charging people for.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna give it to the people that I feel that's genuine and would really could use it. You know what I'm saying? I know you, Melissa. That's why I said when we get through with the live, we gonna have to stay on here so I can catch y'all up.
Yeah, because I'm
But
all about opportunity, and uh, a way to grow. I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
yes, it's a good one. I was
because
like, oh my goodness, thank you for educating me, honey. But I said I'm just gonna have to tell the people like I ain't gonna charge nobody for the information, but I'm just only gonna tell people that I feel like it's serious.
and appreciate it.
A lot of my audience is different. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. We ain't gonna get them too much.
Look, I was telling Tony, I said, he's not familiar with the stuff up here, and I said, I think it's probably important that we point out that with this business, we ain't getting your personal information. We ain't gonna see how much money you make, because people, and it's a valid concern, because we ain't seeing what people do with people's stuff, but this ain't that type of a deal. So I try to make sure I point it out that I ain't gonna have your social security number. I'm not gonna have your W-2 or none of that stuff. That ain't none of my business.
Now you try to put them in a position to know how to get a W-2.
Thank you. Thank you. And Demetria took to it so quick. Demetria went on and signed up. She was like, I'm finna get to study.
I got to sign up. I'm finna sign up as soon as I get stable. I'm just going. I talked to you earlier, girl. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing when I talked to you earlier.
I got you.
But I am going to be signing up tonight.
My business
Because
partner
last time I signed up, I ain't pay no attention. Where the little table at? Is she? Hey, Pooh.
Hey, baby.
What's up, Nyla?
This the most work she done probably did for the business this week. Coming in here saying, hey. I'm just saying, at least
well, she at work, baby. Nyla says she works smart, not hard.
Okay. Exactly.
Hey,
Deanna, she come in when it's necessary.
Hey, Deanna, you said you had joined and you didn't get it. What was the deal? You just got some other stuff popping off, because we know a lot of people that come in.
Yeah, I was doing too much. I was doing too much and never got around to it, and it just everything going on but what I need to been doing. That's all. It ain't had nothing to do with the business now. That ain't had nothing to do with the business, but I was just doing a whole lot and looking around and going here, going there, and then on my spare time I don't never think about it. You know how that goes.
I know life will choke you out when you're like, man, I need to slow down a little bit, see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was telling him, we do all of this free advertising for Netflix, for Amazon Prime, for all the new restaurants, for the movies. We referring people to them, and we ain't getting no kind of nothing for it.
Okay, and pay no attention.
And then, the other thing I was telling them about, we had somebody to sign up, and they ended up, because of the W-4 thing, they ended up getting an extra $200 a month on the paycheck, right? Well, she quit. She quit because she said she couldn't afford to pay the $34.95 a month.
Well, then she get paid extra $200.
Look, when we said it before, I said I'm gonna let that sink in. Let that sink in. She quit, even though she was getting the extra $200 a month. She quit because she couldn't afford the $34.95.
So she wasn't satisfied with an extra $170 a month.
No, she didn't see that. I told her if you can't see the forest for the trees was a picture. Because I'm just like, okay.
If she got $200 a month The thing paying for itself.
Thank you. But we couldn't. She didn't get that. All she got was every month $34.95 coming out of her checking account. Yeah.
Got like crickets.
Okay.
Look, how quiet it got just then is how quiet I got when she said it. Because I'm just like, baby, you right. You right. this ain't for you. This is not for you because if that math made sense to you.
Some people feel like I ain't supposed to be paying that if I'm making something, so that's how they think that you can't explain that else to them.
That's it. That's you're absolutely right.
Right, because
people miss the cost versus the value part of this business, and we just really have to show them, okay, it's going to cost you this, but the value is far greater if you actually plug in and work the strategies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I think, something else I was saying earlier, people don't realize when you think multiple streams of income, that don't mean multiple jobs. Saving money is a stream of income. So if you didn't fix your credit and you got your credit to a point where you can get some finance at 3% versus 7%, you just made some money. Because technically, if you buying a $200,000 house and they charge you interest based on 3% instead of 7%, to me, you didn't just make some income in the fact that you ain't got to spend it.
Right.
But people don't think like that. They don't think outside the box. But hey, we just providing the information.
Like you said.
Hey, I put the link down at the bottom of this feed in case somebody on the live wants to understand what we do. www.incomeshifting.com is where you can get more information to get this membership for 95 cents, and it ends tonight for the promo. So we encourage everybody to take a look at it because the value is far greater than the cost.
Exactly. Exactly.
I know your tail worth $1. If you ain't worth investing a high dollar, it's I don't know, man.
Thank you.
Some of them I wouldn't give $1 to, but I'm out in the street. Hold on here.
And then the crazy part, like I was telling him, I go to a lot of chats and stuff around here. It ain't nothing for somebody to do a super chat for like $25. But I mean,
right.
You doing with that, and your comment on the screen versus paying $1. I'm just.
Hey, Melissa.
Yeah.
Hey, pull up that at the bottom so people that may just got on can see the membership down at the bottom. It's still down there.
Okay. Me and this regular computer. Let me just hit it on the screen. I had a desktop and the going at the same time. It can't work. Neither one. That's the one you talking about?
Yeah, I just wanted to show them that the membership is real. Once you join, you'll get access to all of this information in the little carousel right here, correcting your W-4 if you got a job, show you how to get a pay raise, basic instruction. They got tribe membership. Here's your credit repair system. Most people join this business just to get the credit repair system. It is free inside of the membership, so you guys can actually start repairing your credit the day you join and come right here to all of the dispute letters. All the videos will walk you through how you can get your credit fixed. I'm just giving y'all a little quick sneak peek inside of the membership.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm gonna be on there looking for. I'm gonna have to be on there looking for it this time because they don't miss me twice.
Yeah.
At least it was my fault, but
It maybe that wasn't the time because they have made a lot of changes since back then to make it more user friendly and it's got the online marketing system. I know Tanya don't have to worry about getting business for her cakes and stuff. But if you were the type of person that was trying to get the word out, the online marketing system come with it too. All them little videos and stuff me and Tony be doing, we get all of those from the business. Unless it's something, you know, we come up off the top of our head, but it's a lot of stuff back there that you can use for whatever business you got. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So like,
And I sure need it.
because I know it's a lot of YouTubers on here that do things outside of YouTube. You know, I was talking about Joanna earlier because I saw the
Mm-hmm.
domino set she made. And, you know,
Oh, yeah, she be making some cute stuff.
right. And then back when, was it Just Net that I think I ordered the soap from her. I don't know if she still does the soap. And then, you know, you got different ones that do candles. Imagine you done paid 95 cents and you get this online marketing system. That's just like, you know how much people were paying for advertising space? Like if you're trying to get your ad on something. Now with social media, you got free advertising. You got an imagination.
I know I need some help. And I got a lot of questions and stuff. Y'all know I be talking too much.
But you know, one thing about it, if anything, it's information overkill. It ain't due to a lack of it, because there's a whole office full of trainings and stuff like that for you to listen to. And we always got live stuff going on, online stuff going on. You can call somebody, however you want to get the information and stuff.
Melissa, can you see this screen?
I see the man and the woman sitting there.
Okay, it's not scrolling down.
Yeah, it went down.
Yeah, it's scrolling down.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody once you join, you're gonna get your full website. You can put a picture on here. You can put your child on here with you. Melissa will talk about how you can hire your child or your grandbaby. This is how you can pay your child by putting their picture on your website. Now you saying I'm using my child's image in my business, and you can pay them so it can help lower your taxes. So down at the bottom,
it has to be their whole face.
No, not really. Whatever picture you want to put on there, but that's how you can hire
Put
your
my
child.
mama silhouette on there. Mama, you my worker.
Yeah, you can do that. Down at the bottom, once you join, there's a join now button, and it also has a quick video that people, once they go to your website, they can look and actually see what you do, and they can join right away with you. And then an email will go right to your email and say you got somebody that just joined your business. So this is just the website to send them to your page. They're showing.
I got you.
Yeah.
So the hood table, you better go and get Ace a job. You can put in the work.
Okay.
All you need is a light.
AC on it. He down here making big bucks.
Okay. You know, I was talking earlier.
I'm still over here trying to figure out why it's not sharing to my thing.
Didn't it share to mine? I don't even know if it shared to mine.
Did you see the button?
I clicked the button that said, "Would you like to stream to your thing?" Then another StreamYard popped open. Then it asked me for my password or something.
Oh.
Let me see.
What did you have to do, Tony? Because Tony, this is mine, but Tony's sharing it while I'm sharing. So when you came on, all you did was hit the button, right, Tony?
Yeah, I didn't hit the button. It says share this live, and then I found my YouTube and my Facebook page.
It didn't go to my page either. It didn't go to my page either, and I hit the share button, and then it asked me which email, so I did the one I do for my page, but it's still not online.
Yeah, that's what it asked me too. Email and password.
Do y'all think I can shut it down and start it back?
I can try it again. Let me go back out. Let me go back out.
Because I mean,
I'll try it again.
It wouldn't be no problem for me to.
Hold on, I'm gonna see. It says share this to your audience, but I hit the 3 dots. Right. Oh, here we go. Right, hold on, y'all. I might have hit something else. I think this is it.
Because I thought that was pretty cool when they finally added that on.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if this did it.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna go. So Deanna, you can do it while you on here.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
see
Go over
it.
there. Hit
Okay,
your
okay,
three
hold up. I
dots.
see it. Okay.
You see it?
Oh, yeah, it didn't
Did you
show
see
me
it,
none of that
Melissa?
before.
I'm looking now to see if I see your live.
Yep. I see me live.
Oh,
Ow. Ow.
What should I
right.
title it?
Whatever
What
you
title?
whatever you
I
want.
Um.
don't know, girl. I just said, hey, y'all, because I didn't know if it was going to work or
I
not.
don't know.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I can always change the title later.
right, right.
Hmm.
Okay. See, it didn't show me none of this before.
It didn't do me
Okay.
like that either. I did it like twice. I thought I was on there live, girl.
No, see, I kept
Okay.
looking at my phone. I kept refreshing my phone, and I'm like, why am I not on here live?
Okay, now I see Miss Howard, Miss Ray X now. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
okay, I see it now. I see I'm live now. Okay.
I was finna say me and Tony don't get this kind of we don't get this kind of
Okay.
business over here. Look,
We got it now.
you know, Tuesday and Thursday, me and him being here talking to each other.
You so crazy.
So,
Y'all
okay,
don't
we
be
got
talking to each other. Y'all know I on my phone, when I be coming in here, sometimes my phone don't be letting me text. So it depends on what phone I'm on if I can say something. A lot of the times I be trying to say stuff to y'all, but I can't. That's just my phone
Okay,
won't let me be great.
oh,
right. Well,
So I
hey,
finally had to break
Miss
down and get another.
Lynn. Hey, Miss Hall. Hey, Lionheart. Hey, Miss Ray X. Hey, Charlene Johnson. If y'all don't know me, I'm always in DM chat and the Hood Table chat. I'm Melissa King. This is my partner, Tony Clapton. And we on here telling everybody that we're on Demetrius earlier, telling people about this 95 cent. Start your own business. It ends tonight at midnight Pacific time. So I guess we in Central time. So for us, I guess it's 2 in the morning. But for 95 cents, you can start your business if you already have a business. This complements your business. We teach financial success. We teach you about taxes, credit repair, hiring your child, anything in there. And then the reason why I'm so partial to YouTube is because a lot of y'all, like Deanna, I know she can pack a room. She getting the AdSense check anyway. But how many people who have successful YouTube channels know about the tax deductions and all the things that they can write off? You know, when I was talking to Demetria earlier, I was telling her, you know, she good for telling you she always have a tablet on hand and she taking notes. I said, well, with this in your business, you can write off the tablet, the ink pen, all of that, because that's what you use to do your YouTube channel. So it's one thing to get money coming in from views, but you open a whole nother avenue when you look at what you leaving on the table because you don't know about the tax deductions.
Right.
So taxes is where the money is at. Taxes is the only thing that can catch people like Al Capone. Texas
Okay.
is how people like what's his name? Trump and what's the man's name from Nebraska? I couldn't think of the other night, the hood table. The rich
What?
guy.
Different? About to have them long?
You're talking about Warren Buffett.
Yes. I can't never remember
Mhm.
his name.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett is
One
the
of the
one
richest men in America who still live like not that far from the hood, drive a normal car, go to normal restaurants, and he's so rich. And
Sound
looks
like
like
a Clinton too.
the normal everyday man if you didn't know he was rich, if you didn't know who he was.
hey,
so
I did a post last week, a couple of days ago. It said poor people act rich and rich people act poor.
Oh.
And I
That's
have seen that with my very own eyes because this man
yeah,
is richer than I don't know what. And I'm telling you, he wears regular clothes, regular shoes, drive a regular
yeah,
car. He ain't flashy or nothing.
right.
exactly. Because you
Clinton
know,
too.
he is the one that was saying that his secretary pays more in taxes than he do. He don't have to pay taxes because he write everything off. But his secretary works for him. She
Hmm.
don't have a business. So she pay more in income taxes than Warren Buffett.
Oh.
Now let that
Hmm.
And
Hey,
he richer
Right.
than her.
yeah, you know, I
Ain't
tell you,
that sad?
a lot of people don't know that building wealth is subject specific. we're being mentored by millionaires, and they've packaged this business to help ordinary people that work a job every day and they're struggling and just trying to make it. The system is $95. It's giving you a business and the blueprint to get wealthy. And all you really have to do is just share these wealth principles to other people, because they send you, it's a compensation. It's like, it's a check, like an asset check. Like if you share information that can help people improve their life through credit, through financial situations and in investing, then we all win. I don't know everything about credit, but it's inside of the membership. I don't know everything about investing, but it's inside of the membership. So you can actually take advantage of this business, because a multi-millionaire created this system for us to become business owners and share with other people. So you guys have a network of people. Your network is your net worth. So the more people that you can share this business with, you're looking at $3,000-$4,000 monthly residual income off of something that we know everybody needs. Everybody needs more cash flow. Everybody needs more credit. Everybody needs to lower their taxes, and everybody needs to learn how to invest. Everything that we're talking about is packaged in a box with a bow on it. The gift that keeps giving is all you have to do is plug in and share with other people, and that's how you get wealthy.
Right. That's exactly right.
I'm trying to get there, honey, because I need to learn a lot. And if I can get a little help with my credit more than what I already know, I'll be glad to do it. But one thing I did want to ask now, I know this helps you with your credit, but as you being a member, does that help you?
What do you mean?
Like being a member, does that do they report that like to your credit? Does that help you too?
Oh, well, no, well, no, not really. That wouldn't be a thing with the time.
No,
Okay.
it's just
it's an independent business, so
right.
You know, it wouldn't be like it. We teach you how to improve your credit through things like since I've been in, I learned that I can use my utility bill, my cell phone bill as something to boost my credit. So it gives you
See, that's what I'm trying to see. Yeah.
It gives you tips and stuff like that. But as far as like it being something that reports to the credit bureau, no.
Yeah. So I need to know that, honey, because I pay them faithfully.
Yeah, it has credit builder
I
tips
know I need to get in
the
there.
membership too. Even for somebody that don't have credit, there's a module inside of the credit repair system that teaches you how to build your credit as well.
Right. Because most people, what we were saying earlier, most people think that as long as you pay your bills on time, that's all that's involved with credit. Credit, really, there are 5 things that can affect your credit score. So out of those 5 things, when you go to somebody that has them fix your credit, really the most they can do is dispute anything you got on there and like that part right there. But as far
as play
with
that back and forth and charge you for that.
Right. And see, that's my thing. It's sort of like, I'm not trying to discredit anybody who does that as a business, because a lot of people, I was saying earlier, they can take this and turn it into a business. Because you have folks that say, I don't want to do it myself. I'd rather pay somebody. But if you get in here and you figure out how to do it, charge. You still winning. So I'm not going to say, I'm not going to badmouth people who do it that way. But what I learned is, if I go and pay somebody to do it for me, I ain't learning no lesson from it, because they gonna get it where it need to be. But then I still don't know what I did in the first place to mess it up.
Thank you.
Know what I mean?
Hey, so now, one thing you never do is never dispute online, because you're giving them an opportunity to go in and get the information to use it against you. So there's a timestamp on how long it takes for them to respond back. So that's part of the strategies inside of the credit repair system, is never dispute online. You have to do it in writing. So the timestamp starts the day you see it.
I did that a long time ago, and it's a long process, but you're sure right about that.
Well, I see Miss Rail said, what kind of business can you start, Melissa? A lot of people, and I missed it too, tell her that this is the business.
Right. Yeah, Miss Ray, when I got started, and I tell people all the time, I was Facebook stalking Tony because he was on there talking about, he cash flowing all this money and he was winning, and you know how you want to ask, but you don't really want to ask. So when I finally broke down and he told me about it, I was like, well, shoot. I mean, I ain't got nothing I'm good at that I could sell, nothing like that. So I'm like, what kind of business I'm gonna do? So that's when he told me this is the business. Us sitting here right now with y'all, whether y'all decide to go into business with us or not, we are conducting business. Because the only thing you need to have a legitimate business is two things. You don't have to have a LLC. You don't have to have anything special. You have to have I started my business 8 years ago with the Social Security number. That's all I got. But the two things that the IRS requires is that you, one, attempt to make a profit. Because if you do not attempt to make a profit, it's not a business. You got to hide. The second thing is you have to keep good record. The IRS wants to know who, what, when, where, and why about any expense that you are expensing as a business expense. So once you get in here, that's what we teach you, and you are sharing this information with other people. Now, we have products. If you're the type of person that want to sell, some people are just good salesmen. Like, they want to sell stuff. We have products. The credit repair, we sell as a separate product. If you have people who don't want to do the business.
Open it up. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, the credit repair, you can sell that. We have, like I quoted Jay Wilson earlier, then. I said, our founder said, if you build a Walmart, we're going to build a CVS. So if other folks are selling teas and coffees, he went out and researched it, and we had that to offer. If you are the type of person that want to do travel, because at one point, everybody had a travel business. If you want to do that.
I had one a long time ago.
If you want to start it again, you can do it with my econ because he went out and researched it. And we got the travel business, we got the ID Defender. That's the same thing as like what is it, Life Lock? Is that what they used to call them? Yeah. ID Defender, same thing. Cash flow manager. That's why we track all of our expenses and everything. And it gives you a drop-down list of anything that is a tax deduction. Stuff you hadn't even thought about. Because when I pulled the drop-down, I was like, I can write this off. And they're like, if you are using it for business, you can write it off. So once I started kind of thinking about it like that, because the biggest thing is changing your mindset. We are so conditioned to work as employees versus being a business owner that we question everything outside the box. But the most successful people have learned the rules to the tax game and the IRS, and that is why they are winning. And like she said, Warren Buffett, regular looking dude. Our co-founder, that's what I was going to say earlier, Dan. One of our co-founders, the one that was on last night, he from, now, is it Holly Springs or Holly Pond, Mississippi?
Holly Springs up the highway.
He from Holly Springs. Because I always get the last part mixed up. His name is Alvin Curry. Country SB. But this man is worth millions because he learned the finance system, and him and the other guy is Mr. Ivy Stokes, and Ivy is from I can't never think of the town he from in Georgia. He from the country too. But I mean, when we go out to eat after, we had the business meetings and stuff, you would think he was somebody uncle or something that's sitting at the table with y'all. You wouldn't look at him and think that this man is worth millions of dollars. But you know what they always say? Wealth whispers. It ain't nowhere yelling at you. So people that's out here trying to make everybody think they're rich, that's a dead giveaway. And these are just my words that you ain't used to having.
Right.
if you gotta advertise it, is what I'm saying. I mean, yeah. My thing is, when I figured out what was going on. I got a 2000. I don't know. I think my car like a 2011, 2012 Pathfinder. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't want another car note. I don't care. You know, it's funny because when my niece graduated in Atlanta earlier this year, we rented a car to go down there because it was me and my parents and stuff. And now you in there telling me, "Oh, mama, this is nice." I said, "You better enjoy it now, cause we ain't getting another car."
Don't do that, baby, like that. Naya got her own business too. She can get her one for long.
Okay. Look, I told her. I told that Pathfinder gonna be hers. She gonna be driving a 2011 in 2028.
Don't think she won't be grateful, honey, because she gonna have plenty of room for riders.
But and that's the best, you know, by far. That's the most rewarding part to me. We already had a conversation when we was growing up. My parents didn't have the financial background to teach me about investing and credit and all this stuff. All they said was go to work, be at work on time, don't be calling off if you ain't got to go to school, get good grades. You know, they didn't have they didn't talk in their background, so they could only tell me what they knew. But because I have learned all this stuff, I've been teaching Naya since she was 5. You know, of course, I ain't talking to her like I talk to grown people, but she learned the financial principles since she was 5.
Hey, I see somebody in the comments saying that you can learn how to fix credit and start a business all on Google and YouTube too. Let me share this. This business was created to help anybody and everybody start up. Now, imagine if you have to start your own business. You have to get the software and all of that stuff. It's going to cost you. This membership cost the founders millions of dollars, right? If you actually go in and look inside of the membership, you're going to see that it's a lot of value for a $40 investment. That means that the website is done for you. The products and services are done for you. You don't have to have a whole lot of products sitting in your back door or whatever. So, and it also is giving you an opportunity to become a business owner on a comp plan. Now, a lot of people that start a business, y'all know that if you start a business, you're going to be out of a lot more money trying to get started. But if it's already set for you and all you got to do is just plug and play, you can automatically start making money tonight in this business without having to overthink it. So that's what the benefit of this business is. It's going to allow you to take off day one, right?
Right.
Well, you won't be out of as much as money because you don't know what you're doing, and you got to go pay for this, and then you go get charged for that, and then you look around, and you could have did all that for free if you had just went over here, because that's what happened to me.
Yeah, you'll get burnt out because there's a lot of costs involved in software, but I'm gonna tell y'all, once you get this membership, you're gonna see this got an automated marketing system in there. It's already built in, so it's like it's easier to plug in when the system has already been paid for. That's what the $39 is for. It's giving you a license to use this information without having to spend a whole bunch of money to do it yourself.
Right.
That's it.
Right. And that's it, Margaret. Margaret Cushion says you're selling information. Basically, that's what we're doing. We're selling financial training that you can't get other places for 95 cents. I'm put it that way. They made it, set it up so it's affordable. Now there are other companies out there similar to what we do, and one of them is like I'm not gonna call the name of one of our competitors, but they charging you $200 and some a month for to have this business. But then they telling you, what all you can earn, but you have to still. I'm like, if I got to spend $200 and I ain't making $200, what is that really doing for me? Because I think their main focus is just the credit. We got the credit, we got investment, education, the travel business. Our founders looked at every facet, and anywhere that they could find something to compensate for what the other ones have, they make it available for us and at a cheap price.
That's it. Very affordable. That's it.
Tony always says the business in a box. And it can go with whatever business you got. We got people in here that do everything from, I mentioned earlier, paparazzi, selling the jewelry. We have people in there like Tanya, one of our other Miss Linda. She baked cakes. We have all kind of people that do all kind of stuff. And like I said, we started a business for our girls selling hand sanitizer. Now they ain't interested in it like they used to be, but at the same time, it was during the pandemic when you was having a hard time finding hand sanitizer. So why not start a business selling it if we can get it for wholesale? So more important than the product is the education, because that's something that you can't really put a price on that. And then the fact of the matter is, the example I used earlier, if your home-based business is a daycare, when you travel, you can't take all them kids with you. With my business, wherever I go, my business go. So that's why my business ends up being most of my travel and everything. And Tony, Deanna, like you, they forever going somewhere. Now I'm a homebody. Tony, him and his wife ain't satisfied unless they sitting in somebody's airplane headed out the country or around the country. I don't do all that, but
sound like a plan.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you are the type of person that does that, then you got a business that you're taking with you. So once you travel, it's a business trip. When you travel, you're telling people about your business, you're passing out your business cards, like I was saying, when we went to the Dominican Republic, I had only been in the business for 2 months. I printed out a sign-in sheet. I had everybody who was there. It was about 30 of us on a trip for a friend's birthday. While we were waiting on them to get the table together for the birthday thing, I went over with all the business involved, the benefits. I got them to sign that they attended. And then I wrote off the trip. It was a business trip at that point. So, and I hate to throw that, certain people been doing this for a long time. We just catching up. I'm putting it like that and I'm leaving it like that. Because
you ain't lying.
You already know.
You ain't lying.
You already know, honey. They write off the draws, everything, honey.
And it's like
the washing powder.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm right there with them. If I got a car wash, every time I run some water, every time
Company car,
all of it. And because there's so many things that I didn't realize, like if you lease an automobile, you can write off the lease. You can write off the interest on credit card if it's a business credit card. The tip, you can write off the well, I don't know if you can do that now because we had the changes about writing off meals and stuff, right? Tommy?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. They keep us up on the changes. Like when I first started, I think reimbursement for mileage was right around 40 cents. Right. When gas went up, it got up as high as like almost 60 cents a mile. So if you're the type of person you driving back and forth, like I work from home, so for me, it's not as much mileage. But you had an option. You can do mileage, or you can have the option of doing maintenance and upkeep. So for me, I track both. Whichever one ends up being, the higher deduction, that's the one I go with. But like Tony, he had to drive almost to Tuscaloosa every day. So it's more lucrative for him to do the mileage. So he turns his mileage to work. And there's a legal way you can do that. That's why you see him there pretending to work out at the gym every day. And he don't be doing that. But you can write that out. If you follow the rules, you can write it out.
You just put something on my mind, girl. I might have, okay. You just put something on my mind when you said that, because I wasn't even thinking about it. I forgot all about gas and miles.
Right. Mm-hmm. So if you're driving 10,000 miles in a year and you writing out 60 cents a mile, that's in itself $6,000.
Hey, this is what happens. Hey, the government,
my mail might be
gas prices going up. The only way that they could help offset that was increase the mileage for business owners. Now, people that don't have a business is going to be struggling at the gas pump, but they looking out for business owners first. That's why they increase the business mileage to 65, I think 66 cents a mile because of the gas prices.
Right. And you know, it's so different now that I look at stuff from a business owner perspective versus a customer. Now, don't get me wrong, I still be cussing at the drive-thru when I paid $20 and ain't nobody eating but me and Naya. You know, but I get it. Okay. You know, as a business owner, I'm like, you know what? I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing, but I still ain't happy about it. and Naya, you know, all she care about is money, and she be sick of talking about, like, look, you need to let this stuff sink in your head. Because even when we started talking about school and stuff, I'm definitely an advocate for school. What I don't like to happen with school is when people get in, they done worked hard, they done got student loans, they got a degree, and they get out and they can't find a job in the field. But what is waiting on you is debt to pay off them.
Okay. And they want it just as soon as you walk across that stage.
Right.
Thank you. Because, you know, and like I said, I definitely want her to go to college, but at the same time, I told you, you're going to have to figure out what you do. You braid somebody's hair while you in school, stay up for sandwiches. We probably still have some of this hand
sandwiches. I think of a train.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, I just want her to know how to move, and that's what other people do. They do generational wealth. I was telling Tony a while back, and I love him to death. I had a trainer that was working with me back when I still lived in Birmingham. And this kind of blew my mind because I hadn't even really thought about it like this. But he was like in his 20s, and I think he had his degree. He had followed his girlfriend down to Alabama because she had a degree in zoology and she working in Birmingham Zoo, right? So when he proposed to her, he said for their wedding present, his parents paid off her student loan.
Oh Lord!
Paid off her student loan. They still down here, right? They didn't got married. They still down here. His parents got a rental property. They bought the property for them, but while they was down here, they started renting the property out. So they getting money from a place they ain't even living. You know, they in Alabama making money. Now who start off? You know how we do? We didn't spend $50,000 for a wedding that's gonna last 5 years.
Oh, well, last 5 minutes. Shoot, I ain't finna pay for that. I ain't paid for a wedding yet, and I've been married 9 years.
Hey, I cut so many corners with mine. Look, I ain't even changed my last name. I kept it real simple.
Okay, I wasn't finna pay for no wedding. No, that was just like you say, extra debt, and I don't have time for it.
Right.
But can you imagine getting married and your wedding present is you ain't got no bills?
Girl, don't even talk about it no more. That's one of the luckiest women I ever heard of.
I heard that.
Well, you know, it's not our sister, but I'm just saying that when I say people been doing it for years, I keep my eyes and my ears open, and I try to take in everything I hear
and learn. Okay.
And so, yeah. Tess Coco said she went to just see. I don't blame. I do not blame you. Because my thing about a wedding, I don't want to take I try not. My thing is this: I don't knock people for what they do. You know, if that's your issue, you know, go for it. But don't knock me when I don't do it. That's my thing. Yeah. Don't talk about me because I got married at the Marriott outside under the little outdoor thing. It was just as nice as in my opinion, it was just as nice as the girl Marilyn Markle or whatever the folks over there in England. I was happy. I was happy.
I know that's real, honey.
Yeah, because people will put on a show for other people, but then when the show is over, you the one left with the bill.
Yeah.
And everybody been went home full and drunk.
And they still don't talk about you.
Regardless,
how nasty that cake was.
So
She
up to
had
like,
all that, and they gave us what is off brand pops and all that old ignorant shit. I ain't got time.
I know, right? This has been
exactly.
fun.
And that's my thing. I take it in. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. But as for me and my house, we gonna do it my way.
Okay, and ain't
But
nothing
yeah,
wrong with that. So that's
what?
thinking with sense, though.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody in the chat have any questions? Because I know since these who got on here, people actually started coming in here. So
Oh, it
y'all
looked
might
like
have missed some.
Lysandra Allen said, I just joined. Is there any other benefits beyond fixing credit? Mine is in good standing.
Well, you can the benefit investment. Are you in a good place with investment? Because one of the things, my credit was fairly good, but I didn't have a lot of the investment education. So I benefited a lot from that because I was still working. The fact that I was able to update my W-4 and bring home more money because I have a business expense. Now that I don't know if y'all were here when I first started, but when I started business, I was paying. You know, I've been in a higher bracket income for a while, so I was having to pay back every year when I filed my taxes, especially prior to having my child, and I didn't have her until I was like almost 36. So I didn't own a home, which meant when I did my taxes, I didn't have a lot of deductions to write off. So what I was doing is I was having them to take an extra $50 out for federal and state every pay period. Even with me doing that, a lot of times I still ended up owing like 1,300, 1,500, something like that. So for me, the benefit was now that I have this home-based business, I'm actually able to do the deductions that I couldn't do just as a W-4. So, LaShawn, if it's like some things that maybe you're paying for, like I was mentioning, once I shifted, once I did the W-4 and updated it, I ended up on that first check. I brought home an additional $400 a month. I get paid twice a month. So that was $800 a month that I started bringing home now because I have a business. Before, I wouldn't have been saying that kind of money because all I had was my my W-4 W-2 job, and that you don't get no write-offs hardly for that. The only thing they'll tell you, like I told you, my tax preparer used to tell me to either buy a house or have a baby. You know,
So you can't
so
write off those same things on a regular W-2.
no, nope.
Yeah.
Even with me working from home, it was a lot of stuff as a W-2 employee that I can't write off because that's added into the salary, you know. But because I have a business as well, that's two different things. So I got my work computer over here. When I did the business, I went out and bought my own separate computer and laptop and all that stuff for my business. So I'm not double dipping. It's actually two separate things. So, I knew how to cover myself to make sure can't nobody say I'm double dipping. That is not what's going on. I don't use my work computer to do my personal business stuff, my home-based business stuff. I have a whole separate thing. So like when I have to get printer ink, all that stuff, people who only have a W-4 job, they might not be able to get anything back for it because they say, well, we pay, that's included in your salary. Well, I can argue that because I got my own business, so you know what I mean.
So itemizing a taxes with a W-4 is not the same. A W-2 is not the same as you would with a business.
No, because I would say for me personally, when I first started, that was back when the W-4, they used to give you one form. On the front, you had the part where they asked you like how many pennies you got, all that. You sign at the bottom, and then you put the total number of what you got. If you
Right.
ain't have no pennies or whatever, you might have zero. Well, on the back side of that form was where people who had businesses filled out. And so there are more questions that gives you room for those write-offs, because the government or Uncle Sam takes into consideration that if you have a business, you're gonna need money to run that business. So if you are a business owner, you make your money, you do what you need to do, and you tax on the back end. If you're a W-4, they taxing you all every year, and you get what's left over. If you got nothing left over, you got to pay them. So it's like once you got, because Tony and I both have a W-2 job and the other one, we get the best of both. Like whatever I can do for my business, I do. If it don't apply, because the regular job, you ain't gonna get too many write-offs with it, unless you got some kids. Like I said, my tax preparer always say either buy a house or have a baby. That was her answer to everything. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do neither one of those by next tax season. Especially when I was younger.
Got any other questions? That was a good question, Chandra. Like I say, this membership was set up to help you build wealth, and credit is just one aspect of it. But right. Like Melissa was talking about, it's trying to help you get cash flow positive so you can pay off some debt and possibly create that emergency fund and invest more. So there are a couple of other components that you can build and use this business for. And like I say, it's not just credit. We do have the travel membership that you can add as another product, a $1 trillion industry. You can actually write off your travel and vacations and stuff because it's part of your business. So yeah, you can do a whole lot of stuff, and not to mention the compensation plan is like, if you're starting for a low cost and you can share this membership with other people, the company pays you a referral fee. So if there's levels to this thing, like I say, if for 100 people, let's say you got 100 people in tonight, next Friday, next month, you'll be looking at a $1,500 to $2,000 residual check, because all you're doing is sharing the membership, giving people an opportunity to become a business owner, using the products and service to enhance your lifestyle, like fixing credit and getting the the W-4 adjustment to get the pay raise. I'm in the auto industry. One of the biggest things in the auto industry is the pay. People are not satisfied with the pay that they're giving us. So we show them how to get an additional $200 to $500 without even asking their boss. That's by properly adjusting your W-4. With your membership, the first strategy is to help you adjust your W-4 so you can get that money back into your pocket. And that's a pay raise for you. You don't have to recruit for that, but you can share with your coworker, your church member, your friend, your cousin, and show them how to fix their W-4. Now they become a business partner with you, right? That's how the network marketing thing works. It's like you have access to a bunch of building blocks. You build your business how you want. If you just want to sell credit, do that. If you want to sell travel, do that. Or you can use all of the business tools inside of your package and build your wealth that way. But nobody has a set way of doing it. You can do it however you like.
Right. My example I like to give is like when you go in the store and you buy that big bag of Lego blocks, all of us buy that same bag. I can take mine home, get the pieces out, build a house. Tony can take his home, take all his pieces out, build a boat. We all start off with that same bag of stuff, and what you choose to do with it is what you choose to do with it. They just giving us the tools and all of the stuff to keep us compliant and audit proof and all of that stuff, so that we are doing it the legal and the right way. So my story and Tony's story is not the same story. My story and I just got Pandy's story is not the same story. We all come from different backgrounds. Tony is in the automotive industry. I'm in the medical industry. I got a 4-year degree. Tony don't have a degree. Tony taught me more about money than I ever learned in school, because going to school to learn to do what I do ain't got nothing to do with money. They don't teach you nothing about taxes, none of that. You just go get your degree and you on your own. This business teaches people what they don't know. And what I like the way our founder puts it, we have the one product everybody needs: financial education. Best product I do. So I didn't deal with the view. View used to come through and throw her hand up. I think she probably DM chat, but hey, view. But y'all got any other questions? Oh, and I did get you, girl. You're right. I saw what you were saying about writing off the vehicle. We were talking earlier about mileage and vehicle upkeep. If you are leasing a vehicle, all of that stuff, they provide education on all of those things. The best part is they don't just tell us, they show us this. We have IRS publications to back up everything. I was telling them earlier, I hired my child since she was age 5. And a lot of people were like, what can a 5-year-old do in a business? Well, Gerber baby get paid. If you old enough to remember Mikey eating them check cereal, Mikey got paid. And I still have a post up on Facebook. Like, if it was good enough for the Gerber baby and it was good enough for Mikey, it's good enough for mine too. So they taught me how to hire my child. Publication 15, hiring family. I don't think it's what it used to be when I first got started. But what's the publication for meals and entertainment? Publication
463.
463. All of these publications are there that are specific to people who have their own business. A lot of that information we do not hear. It's out there. They hide it smack dab in the middle of the World Wide Web. But if you don't know where to go look and you don't know what questions to ask, it's not being volunteered to tell you. And then a lot of times, Lord have mercy, I get frustrated with this. Now, I can put out a post and I can share all this information and I won't hear a peep. Somebody else can come through and I ain't trying to go, but she might have blonde hair, blue eyes, and she put something on there and everybody, oh my God, I never knew that. Wow, did y'all know? And I'm like, I've been telling Tony, look at this. Look, we told him. We been telling nobody want to hear from us.
Right.
And that I was telling them earlier, when I see Blue Ivy, whether y'all think she can dance or not, that girl is out there on stage with her mama. That's generational wealth. I do the same thing with my 13-year-old back there. And she get, I'm teaching the same lesson now. She be making that Blue Ivy money. But it's all about generational wealth. And, by me hiring her, we hired them. Then we got them to start their own business. They've been through that whole process. How many 13-year-olds can say they've owned the business for 3 years? Now, she ain't worked the business in a while, but she got it. She know what it's about. We've been talking about credit for years. She know all about it. The way I teach it to kids, and this was something else I had ran by Tony. I was like, I'm always looking for a business to do. Maybe we should start teaching like teenagers financial education at their level, because what I always taught Naya is your credit is like your financial report card. Just like you have 5 subjects in school, when they calculate your credit score, they looking at 5 different things. If you got 2 A's, a C, and an F, just like your GPA in school is not going to be 100, same thing with credit. If you're not doing good in all 5 of those areas, it's going to affect the credit. But if you don't know what those areas are, how can you improve on them? There's so many myths and stuff out there. I did a live, a couple of months ago where I was just kind of breaking down a lot of the credit myths, like things you heard to do or not to do. And it's like, if you're getting bad information, and what kills me, people will run with bad information quicker than they'll run with something you can show them in writing.
Right.
No, you can't do that because my cousin did that, and they look. I don't know what your cousin was doing, but if you and the people, this is the other thing we talk about. People who don't have a business have never owned a business will talk you out of your business quicker than somebody else. And you be like, where you get your information from?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do it, girl. And you know what? I hate to say it, but my own dad, when I told him, when I first started back in 2015, I told him, he was like, baby, you going to jail. I'm like, I ain't going to jail. I'm not doing anything illegal. And he was like, okay. So, then it ends up being like maybe I'm going to say 4 or 5 years later. And I was talking about something, and he actually was listening. I'm like, oh, so you taking financial advice from me now? He was like, I ain't had to bail you out yet, so you might know what you're talking about. But it was funny because that's the first thing he said. He said, you going to jail. I'm like,
And we got some more questions down at the bottom.
Okay.
Do you talk to people about buying real estate and tax deed sales? Now, I've been in tax deed sales. Now, you're going to run into a lot of different business owners inside of our business, My Econ. But we're only talking about the business in a box that My Econ is offering for the 95 cents. And I think everybody needs a business. There's a lot of people out there that don't know the first thing about starting a business or what to sell. Our membership has everything you need to succeed, down to the website, to the products, the services, how to pay you, what type of money you can be making. You can actually build. If you want to make $1,000, you go out and sell this, or you can recruit that. Or you can use the credit repair system or the W-4 adjustment. Say some people just may be, hey, I just need to make $400 a month extra or $1,000. Well, this business can show you how to get that. And I think most people are missing a block of instructions when it comes to building wealth. All of the information you need to build wealth is inside of the membership that we sell.
Right. Look, I'm looking crazy because I just seen my own name pop up on the thing. I'm like, I'm already in here. Why am I?
Yeah, you know you're too long.
I'm looking like I'm already on the screen. But yeah, and that's the other good thing about it. It's so many different people. Like inside of the business, she was asking about real estate. Real estate might not be something that we specifically talk about, but I guarantee you, there is somebody in the business that does that we network with, to find out that information. It's a resource. That's the biggest part about it. It's a resource. If I got a question about anything, I can find somebody that's going to direct me to the right thing. And not only will they do it, and they're honest with you, because like last night on the call, remember Mr. Curry was saying, somebody asked Mr. Curry, is there something where if you just started the business, you can go back like 3 months and claim? He was like,
No.
you just started the business today and you don't have another business that you're leaving out of. No, they're lying. And they'll tell you up front, they're not going to help you lie about nothing. You can either follow the instructions or you cannot. And that's why I say with the cash flow manager, the thing about it is it helps you track your expenses, but you still got to put them in. Just because you paying the $39.95 for your website and all that stuff a month, it ain't gonna automatically go in there. Like I set aside. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't set aside no 2 hours a week. But when I do get ready to go in and put it in, I just sit down and the good part about the cash flow manager is you can put stuff in there on repeat. Like my rent is something that I have on there. It comes out every month. So it's tracking for me on the 5th of every month, whatever I have for rent. Same thing with cell phone bill. Automatically on the 6th of the month is putting it in, because I put it on repeat. The only thing I have to actually go in and type in is like out of the box stuff. Like if we're having a dinner or something, if I have to purchase something like a printer or a computer, that's something I'm gonna have to add in. I'm gonna capture the receipt. It's gonna take, have the receipt and everything in there for me, so I ain't got to be around here digging for receipts later.
So it's basically a tracker So at the end of the year, when it's time to file your taxes, you got everything right there
Right.
for you,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
Yeah.
I could go in right now and pull up mine from 2015 until now. I do a separate one. When we started Night News business, I have a separate one for Tie and Nine Essentials, tracking everything. When I get ready to do my taxes, all I have to do is upload if I'm gonna send print it if I'm gonna send it, but then it's also I can send it as an email.
Mm-hmm.
It's already done. They taking
You
all
can do
this.
several. You can do several businesses. Whatever business you have, you can create a separate like spreadsheet and
Mm-hmm.
put a table, my econ, cake business, grass cutting businesses, and it's gonna track each one for you.
Right. Because that's the key part. You got to keep the record, but that part has got to come from you. I can't, if and we have so many people, you would be surprised how many people will sign up, get started. They got the money coming out every month. And I tell people, if you're not going to utilize the business, this is not the type of business that like I'm selling cookies and I want you to support me. No, this is the type of business that you are trying to fix your finances with. I'm not really going to benefit from you having it and not using it. Because I've had friends and stuff that did, and I'm like, I asked them, have you been in your back office? And they're like, no. I said, well, I'd rather
You was asking me. I was
right,
like, I ain't looked at it yet.
right. And see, I'm not the type, I'm not going to tell you to hold on to it just so I can have people in it. I'll be wanting people to get the value from it. Because honestly, the $39 you pay a month is not, if I got 10,000 people doing that, yeah, it was money in my pocket, but I don't have a big team of people. My thing is I'm trying to help people get knowledge. That's more important to me. The residual income is a very good incentive, but if I don't have it, I'm still gonna do this. That's my thing. So a lot of people will have it and then they haven't went in and tracked anything. Then when it's time to do taxes, they want to call me and ask me, I can't find my password. I'm like, well, if you ain't been keeping up with, putting the information in it, even if you got your password, what you gonna put in there? I mean, it defeats the purpose of you having it if you're not gonna go in and track your expenses and stuff. Because like Mr. Kerr always say, you finna
So
start
you
lying.
do have to track them as they go, because is it like a deadline where you can't go back and put something in
No, but you gonna be basing it off of memory.
off of memory? Yeah, I get what you're saying, but yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I was just asking.
Yeah,
For
you
like
can
if I
change.
find my
no.
receipt and I'll be like, oh, I need to go put this in there.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
change the date.
It,
It'll give you the option to change the dates on there so
right.
you can make it reflect what you putting in.
Okay. So that's what y'all mean by the business that you can have multiple business. I think it was kind of confusing when you were saying the businesses and then they was thinking about starting a business. You
Mhm.
mean the financial part of the business, like, okay, if you got a business for the cake thing, you could go in here and track everything for that cake business. And then if you're doing, selling WGQ shirts on the side, you could go in there and you could track for that business. That's what y'all meant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
Okay, I got
It's like if you got multiple streams of income, like with Tanya, she does cake, and
you.
she has a YouTube channel. If she was
Mm-hmm.
doing something else, she could track all three of those in one system, but they're gonna be separate. Like I have one that says Time Now Essentials 2015, and then I might have one that says my Econ 2015. If I decide to, like, I do have another business I do on the side as contract work. I got a whole nother one for that. But the whole point is you have to track all of your expenses, because if you can't show the who, what, when, where, and why, then you really it's like you don't have nothing to stand on. That's what's proving that you have a business.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna say word
Gotcha.
of mouth.
So I've been audited twice. And when I went to the auditor, the gentleman was like, "Man, this is a great system you have, because our system was was designed by somebody that worked at the IRS, and it's audit proofs your business. Like Melissa said, it's who, what, when, where, and why is the reasons they audit you. They want to know, are you doing business? So if you have the names in and the places and the receipt to match, then you're good. So that's why I don't trip when I have to get audited, because I know the information we have through our tracking system, it works.
Right.
And you're good.
Right.
Okay.
And then, if it's something like, for me personally now, I don't take a picture of like my utilities and all that stuff. But that's something that if I needed to, I can go back and pull a bank statement, because that's something that I'm doing online anyway. The main receipts that I try to make sure that I capture the picture of is like, if I got to go out and buy printing paper, if I got to buy like when I get my new tires on my car, I'm gonna keep those receipts, even though I could pull it up, from the bank statement, stuff like that. I want to take a picture of it so they can have it. But something that's coming out every month, like a cell phone bill, I'm not taking a picture of that every month, because that's easily trackable. Did I see another? Okay. Abuse said it sounds interesting. So the cost is $35 a month. It's $39.95 a month, and that's for your website, all of the training information, the online marketing system, the credit repair. All of that comes with that. If you want to do the travel membership, that's an additional $11 a month. But the special that we are doing right now, the reason we're having it live-a-thon, is you can get started today for 95 cents. For 95 cents, that's 30, covers you for 30 days.
You get everything for the $30 you would pay for.
You get everything. If at the end of 30 days you feel like, you know what, I ain't ready for this right now, I don't feel like it benefits me, drop it. What did you lose? 95 cents. But if you decide to stay and you take advantage of the information like Tony and I have done for the last 8 years, we got thousands of dollars that we can show for it in tax savings and having a higher credit rate and all of the business stuff. So for us, to me, it would cost me money to quit. I can't see myself going back to having to pay Uncle Sam every year because I ain't got no tax deduction.
Yeah.
So it's all about the mindset.
One of the big things about these promos are the founder understands momentum. It's like he know people are hurting out there, especially the end of the year. People always need more money. And the one thing that you can do is offer a affordable business with great products and services, and you can get more people involved. Now, network marketing is a $1 trillion industry, y'all. So if you got a huge team of people that follow you, and people need credit repair, or they need a travel membership, or they need these tax savings and stuff that's not being taught in school, all you have to do is just share your information. And that's through the links. That's through the www.incomeshifting.com. You have to allow the system to educate, because sometimes you can overtalk the business. Right. Like people can't get past your skin or the way you look, and they'll miss it. But if you send them the information and let them ingest it, digest it, dissect it, and then come back and ask you questions later like, hey, I didn't understand this part. Can you explain that? But allow the system to educate people, and you can reach a lot more people, especially on social media. And that's how you create 6-7-figure income, because people need what we have. We know. We don't have to convince anybody that they need more money. We don't have to convince nobody that they need better credit and need to invest more. We already know, because the stats show people hurting, but they don't know how to get it. The government is $1 trillion in debt. They don't know how to get it. So our membership can teach you how to get wealthy if you can follow basic instructions.
Right. And like I said, I went to college, but it didn't do me no good as far as money goes. Money is a whole. You don't have to be summa cum laude to understand money if you can read and follow instructions. And that's real.
That's real.
I know it showed you how to get into a little debt now.
Yeah, I know that's right. A little debt, a lot of debt.
Okay. Well, y'all, my phone is about to go dead. I'm finna get off of here.
Yes, it's
I'll
real,
be
baby.
going to plug up and so I can go sit down and listen to y'all tales. Okay. I
Okay.
All
enjoyed
right.
you guys.
I enjoyed
Talk
you
to you
too,
Thank
later.
love.
you for coming on.
See you later, Deanna.
See you later, boo. I think
All
I
right.
can leave it on my live. I don't know. We're gonna see how this works.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
Anybody else got any questions? We've been on this thing about 3-4 hours. You say a live-a-thon. That means we're gonna stay on to 1 o'clock at night.
look, I like I said, I'm hybrid. I still got a 9 to 5, and I still got to go and do some work over
Yeah, I
here
got
when we get through over there. But because today was the last day, I'm just like, we need to, I just want to make sure everybody knew about it. If you decide it's not for you, all I ask that if you know somebody who is looking for an opportunity in the next 4 hours that want to get started for 95 cents, send them a text, share the live, share something. Because the whole point is for us getting the word out. Whether
That's
you
right.
sign up or not, I mean, the reason I joined is still gonna be, I didn't join it to build this huge team. I would love to have a team, but I joined it for the tax deductions and for the credit information. So whether other people join or not, I still benefit from it. So we just wanted to make sure that anybody who didn't know about it, had an opportunity. So share. Tony and I usually do a Let's Talk Finance with Melissa and Tony. We do that look, when we consistent. We do that on Tuesday and Thursdays. Usually around 7 Central Time, where we get on for about an hour. We can't give all of the 7 herbs and spices to the recipe during that quick live, but we do offer a chance for anybody who wants to find out more to reach out and contact us. So
now let them know about tomorrow. Every first of every month, the co-founder and all the top leaders come on the first of the month to do big training online. So you don't have to go out to no big meeting or nothing, but inside of your back office, there's numbers and lives and Zooms that you can hop on. But tomorrow, anybody that joins can come on and listen and watch the co-founder and some top leaders explain more detail about what we do and how you can actually become wealthy in this business. We call it 1 in a million. You can actually become a millionaire in this business. And I've seen several people hit that number. And I was like, man, my day is coming. Just like it can happen for you. It starts with one. It starts with one person, and that's you.
Look, I ain't even got to be rich. My thing is, when I retire, I don't want to have to be worried about no money. And when I don't live a lavish lifestyle, but it's a shame. One of the things that the co-founder said last night, that out of every 100 Americans, only 4 people, when they retire, actually have enough money in their retirement to cover them for the rest of their life. So what's the point of working all that time and retiring, and you still got to worry about financial needs? So that hit home with me, because I'm like, I would love to retire, but I don't want to still be right here trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay this, that, and the other. So, only 4 out of 100 people. That number is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Coco. Thank you so much for sharing the link. I saw where she was sharing the income shifting link. So yeah, we probably gonna get ready to shut this down. But anybody who joined today, please jump on tomorrow for the Saturday training. I will share that on my page. And look, you can find me and Tony. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you go to our about pages, you can follow us on all them, as well as our email addresses. But if you did sign up today, and I did see where quite a few people signed up today, please jump on the live tomorrow. If you can't jump on it tomorrow, they record all of them, but it's it hit different when you actually on the phone or on the Zoom and hearing it live, and you can ask questions.
Man, it's gonna be powerful tomorrow, y'all. It's gonna be powerful tomorrow. Y'all better jump on in this thing, because I'm telling y'all, they giving money away. And I'm telling y'all, it's the best feeling when you can wake up and see 10, 15, 20, 30 people enjoying your business, because the next month you're going to see some big money coming in.
Yeah, I ain't saying that yet, but I'm not a go-getter like that. But, I know people who have. All of the people that watched we shared a video. We were on live with Demetra earlier. And I was telling them, those are not paid actors and actresses. We actually met all of them folks that's on there talking about all this money they done made. I can sit at the table with them. I might can't pay the same bill they can pay, but I can sit there. Right. All right. So thank you for coming, Tanya. You doing Friday Night Live tonight, Tanya?
Okay. Good. I'm taking a break because I'm still over here putting frosting in bags, and I got a big order that I'm working on for tomorrow for a baby shower. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming through and sharing your audience with us. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Deanna, for coming. For all the people that say they were referred by Lady Nika, thank you for coming. And for people who said they came via Demetra, we appreciate it. Oh, we go everywhere. Like I tell people, now I hang out in the what we call the beach sector over here, but our business is open to everybody. We, even like I think I was saying earlier, I joined VS Icon's Facebook group because she has a business group over there, and I'm like, networking is networking. I like to see all of us grow. Now I know because I've seen a lot of what goes on in this area. Everybody don't always get along, but I can make money as long as it's legal with anybody. So whether you,
I know that's right.
Yeah. So if you are interested in doing that, you don't have to worry about, because like I said, I've been over here long enough to know. Just because you see me in this person's chat speaking and that person's chat, I ain't got nothing against nobody. I'm all about business and growth. That's all it is. So if you are interested, like I said, Melissa King, my econ, go to my about page. Y'all please help Tony, because he been trying to get to 500 subscribers, for a long time. And I think last time I asked him, his number was going backwards.
Lord have mercy.
So if y'all
not backwards, Tony. What you doing to the people?
I don't know.
And look, I don't know for real, because Tony put out about 50 videos a day. He way better at being consistent. You know me, I come through sometimes I don't. But he's consistent on TikTok, Instagram, all of them. Tony everywhere, and he's very entertaining. And you see, he put up with all these women. He been out with all these women. And he know when to step back and let women talk and all that stuff. Look, your wife trains you well. But all right, thank you everybody for coming through. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Deanna, don't forget to get with me about this information. I ain't forgot. Whatever it is that you were sharing with people that's interested, I am interested. And Tony, I'll share with you.
Okay.
Because you already know. All right. Well, thank you for coming through, everybody. And like I said, if you got any questions, reach out to me at Tony. We are always accessible.
We got you. Thank you.
And I am gonna share the information about this Super Saturday.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Awesome. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend, and I'll holler at you later.
Love. Okay.
All right. I'll see you around. If anything pop up, I'll be over there, Tony.
Yes. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you too. All right. So now let me see. Look, we've been on here so long. I think I have to get out of here. Okay. I got it. So anyway, thank y'all for coming. And we're going to exit stage left and get up out of here because, like I said, I still got to do some work. on my regular job.
Thank you for being a part of the conversation. Now, are you ready to start your home-based business? If your answer is yes, contact Tony or Melissa to get started today.